And we're live. Welcome back, everyone, for the final stream of the season. It's good to be back after missing last week's stream on the Stag Do. So yeah, sorry I couldn't stream last week, but back for the final stream of the season. I didn't stream Gameweek 38 last season, and I really regretted it afterwards. So yeah, I'm happy to be back streaming the final deadline. How's everyone doing today? Extra long stream today as well, going live half an hour earlier than usual. So locked in for a nice long stream, 2.5 hour stream today, all the way till the deadline. So welcome all to the stream. Let me know if you can hear me okay and if you can hear the sound. C. Wardy says, bro, fix the computer. That's why I'm asking. I'm so relieved that it looks like the stream and everything's okay, but I've had 2 days from hell. Like, my PC crashed a couple of days ago. It was blue screening, it wouldn't switch on, the CPU was broke, so I had to order replacement parts. I had to do a fresh reinstall. So yeah, it's been like honestly 2 days of work to get back to where I was before. So yeah, hopefully you can hear me alright. Looks like we can. Edzo says sound is fine. Good. Ludovici in the chat says hi legend. Beanbag says hi Oscar, welcome back for the final video. Yeah, felt a bit weird saying that on the experts video yesterday, last of the season. Kano says you waste man, drank so much his machine was drunk as well. We love you and your machine still. Yeah, at least it's repaired. And it's actually upgraded as well. But like, I've got, honestly, just parts everywhere. I've got all sorts of stuff lying around here. Like memory sticks. I haven't properly tidied everything up. I've just got computer parts everywhere. So it's a bit of a mess in here. But what matters is that the stream works and the computer works. And we'll sort the rest later. So yeah, welcome. Welcome Turge to the stream. How we doing? Darren says, crazy how this season is over today. I know, it's flown by, isn't it? However long it's been, 8-9 months, and we're here for the last stream of the season. Quang says transition here. Did you like that? When I was transferring everything off my old hard drive to the new one, I noticed the transitions hadn't come across, and I just gave up. I was like, that's it, I'm not doing any more. I'll just put a standard transition. The music is back. Yeah, can you hear the music all right? Hopefully you can. Austin, thanks for the 27 months. He says, big shout out to Oscar for all your hard work and another great season. Good luck, everyone. He says, oh, and I only went and secured my ticket for the playoff final up the Saints. Wow, fair play, Austin. Good luck in the final, mate. Thanks for the 27 months as well. Who do you guys think goes up? Southampton or Leeds? So Leicester and Ipswich are definitely joining us in FPL next season. Some good teams coming up. Like this season, if I'm honest, looking back at the promoted teams, there's not really been many FPL options. Like we've dabbled in the likes of Doughty and like Adebayo, Morris, but I mean some people had Taylor, but there's not been much in terms of promoted teams. But I think next season we're gonna have a lot more to choose from in terms of promoted teams, especially Leicester and Leeds. Everyone seems to think Leeds is coming up, so. Yeah, we'll see. I'm sure Austin's not happy seeing that. Everyone's back in Leeds, except Austin and David as well. Leaf Davis. Yeah, I think there's going to be some great options coming from the promoted teams, so I'm looking forward to that. But we've got one more game week this season, first of all, and then we've got a break. And of course the Euros. Nathan says, excited for the Euros. I'm buzzing for the Euros. I'm actually going to have quite a busy summer, so I'm not going to be doing any Euros content. I did do it last Euros, and to be honest, there wasn't much interest for Euros Fantasy, so even if I could, I probably wouldn't. I'm going to be at Glastonbury Festival as well when the Euros are on, so yeah, I definitely wouldn't have been able to do any like Euros Fantasy content. OTGT says, thoughts on Fantasy EFL? Yeah, did you guys see that? So in case you missed it, next season there's an EFL Fantasy launching. Is anyone going to play it? If I'm honest, like I couldn't name you like many players from the Championship. I would be terrible at it. I don't know nearly enough about the Championship to be good at it. But yeah, Fantasy EFL is coming. So fantasy.efl.com if you want to sign up for that and be notified when it goes live. But yeah, I won't be playing personally. PT says, see you at Glasgow, buddy. I'll see you there, mate. There is an FPL group chat I set up of people in the FPL community that are going Glasgow in case you're interested in being added. Just drop me a DM. There's probably like 10, 15, maybe more of us going. Or in the group chat anyway. Vardy coming back. I don't know actually. Let us know, Leicester fans. Is Vardy sticking around? I'm guessing he is for like another year at least, right? FCH Sean says, Oscar, no suit and tie for the final day. What are you playing at, sir? Flandy's going to be on your case. I've done it before and I massively regretted it. I was absolutely drenched in sweat, really hot. And as soon as today's stream ends, I'm going straight into London. There's an FPL meetup, so I'm going straight to that. If anyone's interested, at FPL Meets on Twitter, it's got the details. So I'm going to go there when the stream ends later, and I'll watch the games there. And hopefully watch City bottle the title and Arsenal win it, but I'm not getting my hopes up. Yeah, British says it's too hot. It is too hot. Like, what's my thermostat saying? It's 21 and a half, so like, yeah, too hot for a suit. See there, Matt. Raya or Ortega? I haven't even talked about my transfers yet. I'm actually looking to bring in Ortega, which is such a boring move for Gameweek 38. But if I go Edison to Ortega, I can afford to sell Gordon for Havertz or Saka. I think they're really close, to be honest with you. Arsenal are slightly ahead on the clean sheet odds, so I'd say Raya. What's that, an extra 4.5% on the clean sheet odds? Home to Everton. How are we doing, FIFA fanatic? What's your ETA at meets? It'd probably be bang on kickoff. Probably bang on kickoff. Because it's like an hour from here. And there's not a train straight after the deadline, annoyingly. So, yeah, I might be there even just after kickoff. Yeah, so that's my planned moves. Obviously, we've got a while till the deadline. So there's probably going to be loads of leaks that come through. Like last season, there was tons. And I'm sure that'll be the case again. So, yeah, in case there's any like surprises or other news, I'm going to wait to make my transfers. But that's where I'm at. I think Havertz and Saka are really close. I mean, who do you two prefer? You two? Who do you guys prefer out of the two? Havertz or Saka? I'll stick a poll up. On the one hand, Saka's on penalties, some corners on the right side. But his data's not been as solid as Havertz. So, I know Havertz seems to be flavour of the week, but I'm actually leaning towards Saka now. Interestingly, last game week, Havertz was 10% EO, Saka was 20%. And if you look at the most transferred players, Saka's one of the most sold players, and Havertz is one of the most bought. So I actually think it's going to be pretty close in terms of their effective ownership. So I might just go boring or sensible and go Saka for pens and corners. But yeah, Havertz has been class. Adam says, you're not bringing Salah in. I can't easily get to Salah. I'll show you how it possibly looks to get Salah, but I don't know if it will actually work still after price changes. It would have to be Bruno to Salah, and then Isak to Mubama. But I don't know if that's worth it, because Gordon's rumoured to be out, so I'd have to play Gordon. I don't think it's worth it, based on the Gordon rumours. There are rumours going around that Gordon's out or hasn't travelled. Nothing like entirely reliable, that's the problem. How are we doing, Aish? Welcome to the stream. So that's my only route to Salah, so I don't think it's worth it, because I'd have to play Gordon, sadly. But I love the Salah punt. I mean, it's not even a punt, is it? It's Salah, but yeah, if anyone's looking at Salah, I think that's a very good shout for Klopp's final game. Let me catch up on Super Chats. Tony Bribe says he's got Dubravka and Neto as his goalkeeping bench warmers. -4 to transfer Raya or Pickford, etc., or just take my lumps. Now, I wouldn't take a hit for a keeper on the final game week, Tony. It's just not. It's almost never worth it. Like, first of all, they probably both concede Dubravka and Neto, but there's a chance they don't. So I wouldn't do it. I would just stick it out. And you definitely wouldn't buy Pickford. Like, he's away at Arsenal. Crispy Bacon says, thoughts on Gordon? Gordon to Isak, KDB out for... Oh, hang on. Gordon, Isak and KDB out for Elise, Salah and João Pedro. I don't think I'd sell KDB. He's been seen in training, so I don't think I would do that, personally. In fact, did I take a screenshot? Yeah, there he is. He was spotted in training, so I don't think I'd sell him before home to West Ham. Gordon, I don't mind selling. I think I would just do Gordon to Elise, rather than take a -4 to sell De Bruyne, personally. Well, that's just what I would do. I would avoid hits at all costs in the last game week. Rascalat says, have you seen this AL FPL? YouTube guy walking around asking strangers about their FPL teams. No, I haven't seen that. I'll have to look that up. Let me take a note of that. That sounds good. I think there's a gap in the market for real-life FPL content. And I've thought about it before. I've actually thought about that exact thing, like going to my local town centre. But then you have to have someone filming you, and I don't actually know what I'd ask them. I don't know if it would be that entertaining if I did it, but I do think there's a gap in the market for like real-life FPL content. So I'll check that out. Senya Lump says, for the last time this season, morning Oscar, wish you a good gaming, love you, and I miss you, my friend. I love you too, mate. Thanks for your support this season. And it's not forever. We'll be back in pre-season before you know it. I don't know how long, 6 weeks maybe? Whenever the game launches, we'll be back doing pre-season content, and then before you know it, it'll be Gameweek 1. So it won't be too long till the next welcome back for another video. But yeah, I might forget the words. It might take a few takes. Salah says, mini league leader is 16 points ahead. I've got Johnson. I'm thinking of getting Elise as a differential. Should I play Isak instead of Jackson? I think he will play Jackson. Also have Gabriel as a differential. Advice. I prefer Jackson. I mean, you've got Johnson and Elise as differentials, so that's surely enough. Personally, just based on the rumours that Gordon's out, I'm not sure if I want to play Isak away at Brentford. Like, Brentford haven't been doing bad recently. Like, they've not been conceding much. Like, they have shored up towards the end of the season. Like, recently, 1 goal conceded, none. 1-1, none. 3 against Villa, none. 1. They're not getting rolled over recently, so back the home fixture, in my opinion. That's where I'm at. So I'm going to actually bench Isak myself. My plan is Edison to Ortega, and then Gordon to Saka. Cherubian, thanks for the 7 months. He says, is Eze or Elise in for Saka or Gordon worth a -4? Saka definitely not. Gordon maybe, but it depends who you'd have to start instead, Cherubians. We haven't had anything concrete on Gordon, but there's rumours that he's out. But not from like very reliable sources. But yeah, it's the rumour that's going around. He's not been spotted. Like, there's been photos with a few players. Like, I saw Wilson. Someone took a photo of Wilson. But I haven't seen Gordon in any photos. So there could be weight to it. If you have someone really terrible to start in his place, like if I had to start Tarkowski if Gordon missed out, then I would do it. I think that's worth it then. But yeah, it depends who you'd have to play. Jacob says 11 PM in New Zealand, so I'm trying to get some shut-eye before a 3 AM kickoff. Any early Arsenal team news, more specifically Saka? A little bit of news. No leaks or anything. This was the latest in the presser. No team news questions for Arteta. He said after Gameweek 37, though, that Saka should be fined following his substitution against Man United. And obviously it's the last chance for Timber to feature. So yeah, he said he should be fine. That's all we've got at the moment. Obviously, if we get any leaks or anything, then I'll update the widgets on the left-hand side of your screen with whatever we get. But right now, that's all we got. Fair play, by the way. 3 AM. Dedication. It's got to be done, though, hasn't it? What time is it where you guys are watching from right now? 65% say Havertz, 35% say Saka. Interesting. Maybe I'm making a mistake then by looking at Saka. Milos says Captain Palmer. I don't mind Captain Palmer at all. There's some good options this week. It's just annoying that City have got a great fixture because it could have been a nice swingy game week to end the season. But I think a lot of people are going to go Haaland, aren't they? Home to West Ham, who have been really bad recently. 6:15 AM. Fair play. I guess your day has already started now, eh? No point going back to bed now. 6:15 PM in Bangkok, the other side of the world. Mr. Ref, thanks for the super chat. Very generous. He says he's got 1 free transfer. He's got De Bruyne, Ake, no Foden. He's got Gordon. He's thinking about Elise for Gordon. Maybe Foden for -4. Or Isak and KDB out for Muniz and Salah. Isn't the -4 worth it? Mini league rivals 5 points behind. He has Foden and Vardiol. It's a tricky one. I'd probably do the Gordon to Elise move. I don't think I'd take a -4. Especially to sell De Bruyne. Personally, I would avoid a -4 in Gameweek 38 in every season at all costs, unless you've got so many players out and there's no way around it. Because it's just a complete roll of the dice, isn't it? You've only got that one game for it to be repaid. I don't mind taking hits during the season when you've got, you know, 4 or 5 weeks for those hits to be repaid. But yeah, I wouldn't do it. I would just do the Elise move. Unless you've got the money to go Ake to Vardio. Obviously, then you could just protect yourself against their Vardio ownership. But again, if that's a -4, I wouldn't do it. The logical thing to do is Ake to Vardio. But obviously, it depends on who comes off your bench if Gordon doesn't play. So, yeah. I'd do one of those two moves, Ake to Vardio or Gordon to Elise, depending on those factors. Good luck with the mini-league for the final week, though. Jago says, end of FPL season and start of A-levels, worst week. That is a nightmare, Jago. That is not what you want to hear. A-levels. Anyone else doing that A-levels? What's everyone drinking for this deadline stream? I'm on the Lucasades today. Zero sugar, pink lemonade. Premium stuff for the final stream. Bit of energy to get me through. I might actually open a beer later on the stream. I think I probably will. Maybe for the final hour. Get myself in the mood for the FPL meetup. Matthew's on the apple juice. Nat Dewan's on the water. Immortal's on the Cronenbergs. Shout out to Immortal Treknik, by the way. I think he must have commented on every video this season. So, big respect for the dedication to the cause there. And obviously, the comments you guys leave on videos feeds the algorithm, so it's all appreciated. By the way, I haven't even mentioned, I've changed the stream layout slightly. The background is new. I don't know if you guys like it, but I'm trying to make it look a bit more consistent with team selection videos. Got lots planned for next season, so I'll be making further improvements over the summer. But yeah, I quite like this. I think it's a bit different to have a little stadium background. And I can change it. Let me try and show you live. I can change the backgrounds. So let me show you. I need to set this up properly to do it quicker, but there you go. There's a different stadium. There's another one. So I can just change the backgrounds like each stream just to keep it fresh and different. But yeah, it's very messy how I'm doing this. Let me show you. That's how I'm doing it. There's a browser around them where you can change the appearance of web pages. So this is all the stuff that goes on in the background to make the streams look a bit cleaner. That's the end result. Looks really cool. I like the layout. Perla later. Very nice. Virtual says, thoughts on Trossard instead of Havertz and Saka? I don't hate the Trossard pick, but I think he's more prone to coming off early. So I prefer Havertz and Saka. Havertz and Saka are literally even, I would say, and then Trossard after. But I don't hate the Trossard pick. Like, he's doing well, but yeah, I prefer Havertz and Saka. Jacob says, 3 AM kickoff on a Monday. I haven't missed an Arsenal game all season. Thanks for the updates and good luck for your Gameweek 38. Best FPL season for me to date. Congrats on the good season, Jacob. Yeah, how's everyone doing rank-wise? And are you happy with your rank? Maybe we can do a poll on that. What's your rank? Let us know your rank in chat. Top 10k, top 100k. What would the options be here? Top 1 mil. And outside top 1 mil. Not the best poll options, but I guess that works, right? Get your votes in. 16k, 22k, very nice. Good ranks in the chat. Tushar says, hi Oscar, how are the nerves? I'm good, to be honest. I'm feeling really good today. I slept well. I'm feeling fresh. I'm glad the PC's fixed. I'm going into London later for the FPL meetup, so I'm excited for that. Florian says he's 500th, best season ever. Fair play. Good luck locking in the top 1k finish. Yeah, I'm good. I mean, I've kind of conceded that it's incredibly unlikely that City lose or draw, to be honest. So, you know, all things considered, a good season. 1.6 mil, 77k, very nice. 18k. Let me catch up on super chats. Nikolai TN, thanks for becoming an fplfocal member right on the last stream. I appreciate that. And thanks again to all the members. I did a members update on my channel yesterday, just thanking all the members for their support. So yeah, the members I'm sure saw that on their feed already. But yeah, thank you again to all the members. Your support and the memberships allow me to do this full time, and obviously watching the videos. So yeah, I appreciate you all for being here and watching streams. It means the world to me, so thank you for that. 16k, very nice, very nice. Michael in the chat, how we doing? Nikolai, by the way, if you link your YouTube account to Discord, you get access to the members channel. And yeah, anyone else that wants to become a member, I post videos early to members on your YouTube feed. But yeah, probably no more videos this season. So I might do one with Jonas, who looks on course to win it. But we might wait till next season. It depends if we can fit it in the schedule or not. But yeah, Jonas, he's very active on the Discord. And he's like, have you seen the overall rankings? He's so far ahead. It's unbelievable. I don't think I've ever seen someone so far ahead. For many years anyway, heading into the final week. Oh, you can't see that. There he is. So Jonas is rank 1, and he's on 2,728, and then Ewan, 2,682, so yeah, what is he, 46 points ahead. Like, it's a done deal, I think. It's got to be a done deal, hasn't it? Jonas has won it. Proud member of the FPL Discord, so yeah, I'll definitely send him a message later if he does lock it in. Sammy says, I'm 4 points behind my mate in my mini league, and he's got his triple captain. I've got nothing left. Should I captain someone else? Yeah, difficult one, because if they've got triple captain and you reckon he's on Haaland, then they're just going to gain points on you regardless. So yeah, it depends how similar your teams are. If you've got very similar teams, then I would look to captain someone differential like Son. I think Spurs put 4 or 5 past Sheffield United today. And I think Son's going to do well. I really like Son as a differential captain. Depends how similar your teams are. Like, if you've got lots of different players, then I wouldn't go different for the sake of it. Just compare your teams side by side and then make a call there. If they're very similar, then yeah, you probably need to go differential. Kenny says, Haaland, Salah, Palmer or Mateta captain. Snuck Mateta in there like we wouldn't notice. Mateta captain. I'll say that, he'd probably get a hat-trick today now against Villa. If I was ranking the captains, I would say Haaland, Son, Palmer, Salah, in that order. And then Mateta maybe like 10th or 20th or something. But yeah, I'd say Haaland, personally. I mean, these are the projected points for Gameweek 38. And it is Haaland top, he's on 9.1. Then it's Salah, actually. Then Son, Palmer, Saka, Johnson, Foden, Ødegaard, Havertz, Eze, Jackson, De Bruyne. BTPP says, just want to say thank you so much for the content this season. Thank you for the super chat and thanks for watching the videos. I hope they were very helpful and I hope you've had a good season. YLR says he's on a bench boost. Interesting. Anyone else on a bench boost, Gameweek 38? I've seen a few people doing it. Seb Vassell from Scout is on it, on the bench boost, Gameweek 38. He's got Bruno Fernandes, Gordon, Maguire out for Foden, Elise, but need a recommendation for a defender. 5.6 mil. He's got triple Chelsea, Tottenham, City and Arsenal. 5.6 mil. So you've got triple Tottenham, City, Arsenal and Chelsea. Let's have a look at the clean sheet odds and then work backwards from there. So Liverpool 44.5, but I don't know who you could afford. I wouldn't get someone like Konate. Maybe Munoz for Palace, but difficult actually for 5.6 mil when you've already tripled up on those teams. The only one I can think of is Munoz or it's Munoz or Konate, I think. Is there any attacking defenders I'm overlooking? Let me know in chat. I mean, you could go Doughty for Luton. I think there's a chance they stay up, but they'd have to score like 6 goals and Forest get battered, so you could take a punt on Doughty, like home fixture against Fulham. Doughty and Munoz are the two I can think of, looking at that. Kano says he's got 4.4 mil in the bank and 2 free transfers. He can afford Salah by doing Gordon to Salah and Isak to Mateta. He's 23 points off, or Dingra to Kai and Romero to Robertson. Yeah, I like the first one more. Gordon is rumoured out. We've not had anything concrete as far as I'm aware, but I'll keep an eye out. I'll keep an eye on my phone. Yeah, I prefer Gordon to Salah, Isak to Mateta. I would do the first one. Dale says he's leading the mini league by 6 points. 8 players the same as second place, I guess you mean, with 1 free transfer. So it comes down to my Walker versus Guardiola. Do you mean Vardiol? Walker versus Guardiola. Walker versus Vardy. Okay. Romero versus Byrne. Okay, that's good. Raya versus Petrovic. That's good. Saka versus Havertz. Just transfer Walker for Vardy or 4-point hit Elise for Gordon. Yeah, I think I would just do the Vardy move. Like, as sideways as it is, if you're looking to protect the mini league, it's boring, but it is sensible at this stage. If you're purely focused on your league, yeah, I would just protect yourself and go Vardy. But obviously, it depends who Gordon subs off for if he misses out. That's just something to keep an eye on as well. But did you say -4? No, I wouldn't take a -4. British says, just clocked the new CPU chair. Yeah, I've got a new chair as well. The old one fell apart. I leant back on it one day and it just fell to pieces. So, yeah, new chair as well. It's an absolute tip in here because I had to take my PC apart and repair it. So there's parts all over the place, but I'll sort that out next week. No, I haven't got much to do next week, so I'll have some time on my hands. Why bench Isak? So I'm going to sell Edison for Ortega, and then I'll sell Gordon for Saka with 2 free transfers. So, yeah, I'd have to make a call between benching Bruno, Isak, and Jackson, I guess. And at the moment, I'm Isak, just based on the possibility that Gordon misses out. Which match are you watching? It'd be whatever they've got on TV. What's on TV today? Is it Liverpool? Bit annoying that it's Liverpool and not Arsenal, I think, right? Or City. But yeah, I guess it'd be Liverpool for Klopp's final game, whatever they're showing on TV. Bench Bruno. I don't know. I mean, have you seen Brighton's injuries? And it's De Zerbi's last game, isn't it? I mean, look at this. So Dunk's out, Van Heck's out, Stupiñan's out, Veltman out. Their back 4 is out. What's the lineup going to be? Lamptey right back, Webster and Igor centre back, Barco left back. I think even Lamptey's apparently going to be a late fitness test. Oh, Arsenal's on BT. Oh, okay, sweet. Hopefully they've got that one on TV then. I just think there's a possibility for this to be a high-scoring game. Yeah, De Zerbi's leaving as well. So yeah, Dunk's not available for Gameweek 38, but it's not a serious injury. And Lamptey's going to be assessed after a heavy workload in recent matches. So even Lamptey could be out. Like, it could be Gross in right back or something. And yeah, in case you missed it, it's going to be De Zerbi's last game in charge of Brighton. Last game. I mean, what do you guys think will happen as a consequence of that? Do you think Brighton are going to give it everything, or do you think it's going to be like a nice open game? Same question about Liverpool, actually. What do you think the Liverpool game's going to be like today? Do you reckon it'll be high scoring, loads of goals, or do you think Liverpool are going to just lock in 2-0, something like that? I think the Liverpool game's going to be high scoring, and we could see the same thing for the Brighton one. Where's he going? Not sure. There's rumours he rejected Bayern, but I don't know if that's true. I mean, everyone's rejecting Bayern right now. At least 7 goals at Anfield. Makes me nervous you saying that as a Salah non-owner. Is anyone buying Salah this week? I'm envious of anyone that's getting Salah. So the poll was, what's your rank? 11% top 10k, 39% top 100k, 39% top 1 mil, 12% outside top 1 mil. Salah hat-trick coming. Wouldn't surprise me. Wouldn't surprise me if Salah hauls. Liverpool 7, Wolves 6, Diaz double hat-trick. I think TPS has bought Diaz based on that. Nathan says, I'd manage Bayern. If you manage Bayern, Nathan, can you sign me, assistant manager? We'll smash it. British says, bruv, my captain is on Salah and he's got his fingers crossed. Salah's too expensive and poor form. Yeah, I mean, that's true. Is Robbo playing? So, I've asked a Liverpool contact and they said he does. I should get something more concrete nearer the deadline in terms of which Liverpool players start. But yeah, I've been told that he does. How we doing, Lorenzo? Welcome to the stream. De Bruyne news. De Bruyne's been seen in training, so it looks like he's all good. There he is. He's been in training, so I expect De Bruyne to start. It'd probably be an unchanged 11, I'd imagine. Pep knows his best 11 right now, and there's no reason to change it with a title on the line. So I'm expecting De Bruyne to start. Man United 5, Brighton 3, 5 goals for Højlund. Yeah, we'll actually do the predictions again later. We've got the prediction league to do. Next season, I'll promote it more so that everyone can join the league as well. Because it's kind of just been a thing we do in the streams. But yeah, we've got this thing that we do every week where we predict the score lines and we see how we do. And we're 23rd right now, which isn't too bad considering I've missed a couple of game weeks out of a few hundred playing. And it's good kind of to do these, I think, because you get a feel for what the scores might be like and what everyone thinks. Wisdom of the crowd, I guess. Because like there's been plenty of times where I look at a game and I think something is going to be like this, and then I'm completely way off with my assessment. I mean, that happens for everyone with games every week, to be honest. But I think, yeah, it's useful for that as well. Any news on Saka? Arteta said he should be fine, so I'm looking to buy him. Camera says he's with the squad. Okay, interesting. Is that news? I haven't seen that. I'll keep an eye on leaks as well. Anything we get during the stream, I'll update the widget on the left-hand side. Yeah, Bowen's got tonsillitis. I don't think anyone's got Bowen, eh? Oh my god. Bowen, Kudus and Paqueta are all doubts to start against City today. There's no chance. City have won the league. No chance. I mean, you'd need their best 11 to even have a minor chance. How we doing, Andre? Nat Dewan says it's over. Philip says GG. It is so over, isn't it? Like, it would need an absolute miracle. Who knows? Areola up in the 90th minute, and that'll be our Aguero moment. Areola! Yeah, it's not happening. I want goals says, sorry, Focal, maybe next time. Next season. Please pin leaks in the comments. We've got the thing on the left-hand side. You see where it says starts and benched? It'll be there, so that is like the same as pinning it. Because it'll be on your screen all the time. It was fun while it lasted. Why aren't you wearing a suit? We were talking about this earlier. It's just way too hot for suits. Way too hot. I'd be drenched in sweat. And after the stream ends, I'm going straight into London for the FPL meetup to drink and watch the games. So I don't want to go there stinking and sweating. I don't know if I'd do it anyway, even if it wasn't hot. But maybe I should. Maybe next season. I mean, I'm quite hot already just in a t-shirt, so I'm comfortable enough like this. What's everyone's planned transfers this week then? We'll do a quick news roundup for anyone that's just joined the stream. Well, it's the first one of the stream actually. So we'll start with Arsenal. Arteta said after Gameweek 37 that Saka should be fine following the substitution against Man United. Brighton's entire back four is out. So Dunk's not available now. Veltman's also out. Estupiñán's out. Van Heck's out. Lamptey's going to be assessed after workload in recent matches. And obviously the other bit of Brighton news is that it's going to be De Zerbi's last game in charge of Brighton today, and then he'll be departing. City news, De Bruyne's going to be assessed in training after his early substitution against Spurs. Ederson's going to miss Gameweek 38 and the FA Cup final with a fractured eye socket. De Bruyne has since been seen in training, so good news if anyone's got De Bruyne. He's in training, so I'm expecting him to start. No team news for Liverpool. Jota, Thiago, Robertson have all been seen in training in recent days. I've been told that Robertson starts, and I should get something reliable nearer the deadline. So, yeah, good news if you've got Robertson or looking at him this week. Hal's not 100% sure about Gordon's availability. He's going to be assessed. Wilson's expected to be fit. Livermento's out. Share return midweek. And there are rumours going around that Gordon's out. So I'm looking to sell him, and I'll be buying Saka for Gordon, and then I'll go Ederson to Ortega. Kano, thanks for the 4 months. Says, I could also do a Dingra to Kai and Gordon to Elise. So you can do Gordon to Salah, Isak to Mateta, or a Dingra to Kai, Gordon to Elise. It's quite a close one, that. I think I would go... I think I'd go Salah still. Because Elise and Mateta on paper are pretty close, right? Like they could it could go either way, which one does well. They could both do well. So then it's Salah versus Havertz in a way. So I would stick with the Salah option you got there. Dan says, thanks for another great season of content. Let's go Knicks. Thanks very much, Dan. Thanks for the 5 months. And Jeffrey says, can you do a quick free hit team? I've got Elliot. We can have a go at it. Let's do it. Free hit team. Okay. So let's think. What would I do here? I'll definitely have Vardiol. Let's do that straight away. So I guess it'd be a back 3. You could go Saka or Havertz. So I'll go like that in midfield. I suppose you've got to have Salah, don't you? If you're on a free hit. Who would I go in goal then? Raya, I guess. Let's see if we can even afford to squeeze Salah in there. Let's go for a dirt cheap keeper. 3.7 mil keeper. Turner. Minus 4.5. So we'll get rid of Isak for Mubama. Minus 0.4. Getting there. Yeah, we can do this. And then we get rid of Tarkowski for a defender for 4.2. So we'll just go dirt cheap, like Baldock or something. Richards, whatever. And then 0.3 mil to upgrade Burn. So I guess we'll just go Burn to Gusto and then bench him. Like that, 3-5-2. What do you guys think of that? Can you see that? There we go. I think that's... yeah, I think that's how I'd roughly do it if I was on a free hit. So you've got triple Arsenal. You've got Salah in there. You've got Palmer and Jackson, which I like. You've got Foden, Vardy, Haaland. Yeah, I think that's about right if I was on a free hit. Hope that helps. Thanks for the super chat, Jeffrey. Yeah, you could have chucked someone like Elise in there. Ortega's dirt cheap. Yeah, he is. But on a free hit, you'd have Vardy, wouldn't you? That was my initial thought. I was like, we'll get Ortega because he's dirt cheap. But yeah, you'd have Vardy on a free hit, 100% over Ortega. And then you'd have Foden or De Bruyne. And then you'd have Haaland. Khalid says, love from Somali. Yeah, I think that makes sense as a free hit team. I mean, maybe not Bruno, actually. You could take Bruno out, perhaps. That's one. Yeah, you could go Bruno to Elise. Or, like you said, a Liverpool midfielder. So you could have Diaz over Bruno. I think that's just that's the only spot I might tweak there. Havertz or Odegaard? Yeah, they're very close then, Havertz and Odegaard, I think. Odegaard's great at breaking down low block teams, and he's often the one that arrives late in the box, burying the chances. So I think they're quite close this week, in honesty. I'd still go Havertz, personally. Playing out of position striker. FPL Henners says Bowen's out for West Ham. Yeah, there was something I saw just now saying he's got tonsillitis. I mean, it's so over. There's no way West Ham get a result against City. I mean, did you guys see what Moyes said? He said we'd struggle to beat their under-14s. It's over. I'm not getting my hopes up anyway. I'm not going in today thinking, oh, we've definitely got a chance to win the title here. I think it's just very, very unlikely. We need an absolute miracle. Especially with the rumours Paqueta and Kudus are also doubts. Like, if they miss out as well. If it was over before, it's so over now. Sammy says, isn't Bumo worth it as a differential? Bumo? I'd rather have Elise and Eze, someone like that. Johnson even, before Bumo, personally. It's not a terrible pick, but I think I'd rather have Elise, Johnson and Eze before I'd go for someone like Mbumo in that price bracket. Rani says, believe. Yeah, what, like Ted Lasso? Is Adebayo good? You know what? On Kings of the Game Week on Discord, Adebayo was my pick this week. If anyone's not in Discord, by the way, I'll chuck a link in chat. It's we've got like 13,000 managers in there. And there's a weekly game that I host called Kings of the Game Week. That's the Discord. And you have to guess a player who scores the most points this week, and you can't pick someone that's been picked before. And I went Adebayo because, if I'm not mistaken, Luton still have a chance of staying up, but they'd have to win like 6 goals or something, and Forest would have to get battered. Is that right? Yeah, Forest would have to get battered. Luton would have to batter Fulham. I mean, it's over for Luton, let's be honest, but they may as well go for it, right? So yeah, I think Adebayo's okay. I'd probably rather have Mateta for about the same price, but I don't hate it, especially if you're tight for money. Jeffrey says, thanks for the free hit. My free hit is Petrovic, Trent, Vardiol, Gabriel, Havertz, Mo, Elliott, Foden, Saka, Haaland, Munoz with cheaps on the bench, Garnacho over Elliott. Okay. There's a lot of the same players there. I think I would rather have... Hang on, have you only got double Arsenal? So you've got Havertz, Gabriel, Saka. Oh, I see, okay. Yeah. Yeah, it's a good team, to be honest with you. Not much different. You may... Ahmed, is that? What currency is that? AED. Thanks for the super chat. It says, thank you. By the way, what does a red super chat mean on YouTube? I've never seen a red one before. Anyway, thanks for that. He says, thank you for the content. It was a nice journey. Since we still have time, I would kindly ask you to fit Mo Salah in my team, even if it's for a -8 or a -12. He's chasing his mini-league and it'd be really appreciated. I mean, I wouldn't take a -8 or a -12 for Salah personally. But let's have a quick look at your team then. I don't normally do team IDs, by the way, so please don't chuck your IDs, people, because it gets really messy trying to load it up in the background. But let's see. So you've got nothing in the bank. You've got 1 free transfer, and you need to fit Salah in there. Yeah, I mean, the only way to do it is -8. So I don't even see a way to do it with this. Because the problem is, you'd have to sell Isak for Mubama to free up loads of money, but you've got Gordon. It's not worth it. I'd find another way. Just go for like Gordon to Elise. Honestly, I wouldn't take the -8. I know you want me to find a way, but there's no way to do it. Because if you free up the money you're selling Isak, you've still got Gordon, who's a massive doubt, might not play. And you're going to be in an even worse position, taking hits, and Gordon doesn't play. And then you're getting players off the bench that you definitely don't want to be playing. And you'd have to start Webster or get Webster off your bench. I wouldn't do it. I would just do something like Gordon to Elise. That's still a massive differential. And what you do instead, they'll probably captain Haaland, so just captain Son. Simple as that. These are the projected points this week. Like, Son's not far behind Salah. I would just captain Son. Honestly, you'll stand a well better chance of catching up, not taking a -8 and just doing Gordon to Elise. Or if they've got Elise, buy Eze. I guarantee you'll be way likelier to catch up if you do that. Nice rank, by the way. You're doing well. But yeah, definitely don't take a -8 or a -12. Can you guys guess who the most transferred in player is this week? The most transferred in player. That was a $50 super chat. That's very generous of you. I know you wanted me to find a way to get Salah in, but honestly, genuine advice, you'll have a much better chance of catching up with them if you go Gordon to Elise and then captain differential like Son, because they're bound to go for Haaland. And considering there's not much between Son and Salah's projected points, like, it's still enough of a differential. Thanks for the very generous super chat. Havertz. Is it Havertz? Let's have a look. Yeah, well, obviously you can look. Like, Big Man says we can just look, boss. That's the game. Like, you have to guess. Who is it? It is Havertz. Let me refresh the numbers. 352,000 transfers in for Havertz. 338,000 for Vardiol. Elise in third. Mateta, Foden, Son, Porro, Haaland, Raya, Salah. Salah's actually way down there. Trossard, White, Erdegaard. I guess a lot of people struggle to squeeze Salah, and that's the problem. Oh, there's my boy Ortega. That's my plan move. Ortega and then Saka. So, most sold. Gordon top, 486,000. De Bruyne's in second. That's crazy. That is crazy. He should play. I'm pretty sure he'll start as well. He's been in training. There's no reason he wouldn't start, in my opinion. We're bound to get leaks before the deadline anyway. Saka in third. Isak, Fernandez, Solanke, Edison, Son, Dunk. Interesting. Are you taking the -4? No, I've got 2 free transfers, so yeah, I'm in a pretty solid position there. Why is Son being sold? I guess people are just looking at recent points, but I would not sell Son before Sheffield United. Definitely not. I want to see something interesting. This is the hauls by fixture this season. This is from a Fantasy Nutmeg. This is the number of hauls by fixture this season. Sheffield United away has produced 24 double-digit hauls this season. 24. Since the 2016-17 season, there's not been more than that. So we could actually see even more today. And obviously the second place is Sheffield United home. So loads of super chats for super chats. I was reading Novis's message. Sorry, I will look at your super chat in a sec, Novus. Loads of hauls where people play Sheffield United. So yeah, I think buying Son, if anything, is a good move. And Johnson's good. Porro's great to own this week. Novus, thanks for the 19 months. Says Garnacho to Havertz, or Solanke to Jackson, or both for a -4 on a bench boost. Cool, that's a difficult one. I wouldn't do both for a -4. It's just which one of those two is better. Probably Solanke to Jackson. I think that just edges it. Yeah, Solanke to Jackson. I wouldn't do both for a -4. Garnacho could do well against Brighton, to be honest with you. They're bare bones, Brighton, in terms of at the back. So Dunk's out, Van Heck's out, Estupinan's out, Veltman's out. Lamptey's going to be assessed before the game, which is Garnacho's side. So God knows who will play right back. Maybe Gross. I wouldn't do. I think Jackson makes more sense. How's your computer, by the way? Yeah, computer's alright. I've repaired it. I've not like put the cover back on or anything. I was saying earlier, I've just got computer parts like everywhere here. I've got like SSDs lying around. I've got all sorts. I don't even know what this is. I've got like just computer parts everywhere. It's an absolute mess in here. I need to be careful I don't unplug the SSD. How we doing, Beardy? Welcome to the stream. Max says, rank these 3. Mateta, Isak, Højlund, Johnson. I would go Isak, Johnson. No, I wouldn't. I'd go Mateta, Isak, Johnson, Højlund. Mateta, Isak, Johnson, Højlund. I think I'd go in that order. Thanks all for tuning into the stream, by the way. We've got 1,800 here already, so if you haven't enjoyed the stream, then drop it a like and make sure you subscribe. Appreciate you all tuning into the stream. We'll keep an eye on leaks, and anything we get, I'll update the widgets on the left-hand side that say who starts, who's benched, and so on. So, yeah, I'm sure as we near the deadline, we'll get quite a bit, as we did last season. Bench Bruno or Isak? I would bench Isak. That's my plan. So I'm looking to go. My plan moves. I'm going to go Edison to Ortega, and then it'll be Gordon to Saka, probably. Saka or Havertz? Probably Saka. I actually reckon Saka and Havertz end up on similar effective ownership around my rank. So that's what I'm looking to do. Those two. I've got 2 free transfers, so it won't cost me anything. I've just about got enough money as well, so that's nice as well. But yeah, so annoying. Edison, what a troll. Did anyone else go Edison on the wild card over Vardiol. I cannot believe how much of a swing that was. Unbelievable. Fair play if you went for Vardiol. What did Vardiol get last week? Was it 27 or 21? How many points did he get? I mean, unbelievable swing. Could have been worse. At least Ederson got the clean sheet in the second game before he came off. 27 points. That is mad. Yeah. Fair play if anyone got him. I said before the double game week, my only regret on the World Cup was not picking Vardiol. And, yeah. I certainly felt that after the game week had wrapped up. But, yeah, at least Ederson did okay. Could have been worse. Scott Sinatra, thanks for the super chat. It just says message retracted, so I don't know what that says. But thank you for the super chat, Scott. Suresh, thanks for the 8 months. He says, hey, Oscar, Ahmad or Bruno? I'd go Bruno. I know Ahmad's like a nice cheeky little punt for the final game week, but I prefer Bruno. Peter says, hey Focal, many thanks for the excellent content all year. I'm thinking of going for a massive punt. Isaac, Byrne and Dallo to Gakpo, Saliba and Gabriel from -8. Thoughts? A true legend. Thanks for the super chat, Peter. Really appreciate that. Very generous, by the way. $9.99. -8 on the final game week. I wouldn't do it personally. If you're just playing for fun, I think that's fine. But if you're like playing for rank or mini league still, I definitely wouldn't take a -8. I said earlier, it's just I'll never take a hit in the last game week of the season because you've only got that game for it to be repaid. I'd only consider a -4 if my team was in really bad shape. But yeah, I mean, depends on that. If you're playing for fun or you're not bothered about mini league rank or whatever, I'd say go for it. Gakpo is a bit punty, but yeah, if we get a leaky starts, I'd say go for it. Saliba and Gabriel like top of the clean sheet odds. Gakpo's, yeah, a bit of a punt. There's quite a few differentials midfielders this week. Gakpo's one, Elise, Eze, Johnson. All great differentials this week. I tweeted actually the other day some Gameweek 38 differentials if anyone wants to see it. Some players to consider if you're looking for maximum upside this week. There it is. So yeah, Johnson, Trent, Havertz. Havertz not really differential now, but when I tweeted that, he was 8.9% owned. But obviously that'll be higher among active players. Elise, Mateta, Tomiyasu, by the way. I'm pretty sure he'll start. So if you need a cheap defender, then Tomiyasu is a good option. Gakpo's a forward. Oh yeah, is he forward on FPL? Yeah, you're right. So in terms of differential forwards, Gakpo, Mateta, Adebayo, if you want a super differential, like Luton have to absolutely go for it, try and batter Fulham. Kano, thanks for the super chat. He says, start, bench and order after transfers. He's got Dubravka and Petrovic. So you start Petrovic. Gabriel, White, Porro, Romero. Vardiol, Adingra, Phil, Foden, Cole, Palmer, Gordon, Son, Jackson, Erling, Isak. So, I'd bench Adingra. So what's your midfield? It'd be Palmer, Foden, Son. I'd bench Gordon. So I'd play Jackson's, Haaland and Isak. Bench Gordon and bench Adingra. I think that's right. So it'd be 4-3-3. Yeah. Senor Lump, thanks for the €2 super chat. He says, hashtag support your focal. Thanks very much, Senor Lump. Appreciate that. Thanks for your support this season. JJME says, Gordon to Trossard or Burn to Romero. I prefer Gordon to Trossard. That's a more upside move. I mean, if you can afford Havertz, I like him even more. But yeah, I'd sell Gordon. Rumours going around that he's not travelled, he's not in the squad. We'll have to see if we get anything more reliable, but that's the word that's going around. I'm going to keep checking in the background in case there's anything. What's this? Liverpool contact said, okay. I've got 2 Liverpool contacts. One of them said he won't get anything. He's in Ibiza. The Liverpool lads slept in and they missed their flight for the game this morning. That is a nightmare. Yeah, and the other contact should have the team later. It looks like, yeah, Gakpo will start for those that were looking at him. Why Saka over Havertz? I mean, they're really close, honestly. Saka just feels a bit more boring / sensible because he's on pens, he's on corners. And maybe against a low block team like Everton, he might be a bit better as well. It's difficult to assess how the game will play out, but it could be the case that the wingers and Ødegaard are better picks than Havertz, but it's very close. I could be way off the mark with that. Like, Havertz has been better since he started getting regular starts, like Gameweek 25. Vicario or Petrovic? I'd go off the clean sheet odds. Let's see what they say. Tottenham 31.5, Chelsea 27.5. So I'd start Vicario. Eze or Elise? They're very close. I'd go Elise. What does differential mean? Differential is a player that's got low ownership. So for every point they get you, you gain more rank. Obviously what ultimately matters is points, so it doesn't matter ownership. But let's say I go for Mateta, you go for Jackson. They both get 10 points, it's irrelevant. But if I go for Mateta, you get Jackson, Mateta scores a brace, Jackson blanks, that's massive because Jackson's very highly owned. So you can go for differentials to bet against other managers. And these little plays you can make every week throughout the season. So it's ultimately a massive game of chess, isn't it? FPL against 10 plus million managers, and you're making these moves every week against other managers to try and outplay them and move up the ranks. So yeah, that's why people look at differentials, because if they come off and the popular alternative blanks, then the rank gain is big. And the same for captaincy. Like Haaland's going to be by far the most captain player, so you could go differential captain on someone like Son or Palmer or Salah. Start Burn or buy Van der Ven? I'd rather Van der Ven. Chess with dice. Is Ortega starting? Yeah, Ortega will start. Edison is out for the season. Fractured eye socket. Isak or Muniz? I think I'd go Isak. Pretty close, that one. Tomiyasu or Van der Ven? I prefer Tomiyasu. I'd be very surprised if he doesn't start. He might come off early, but it'd very likely be like 70th minute or so for like Zinchenko if they need help breaking down Everton. Why is Isak on the bench? I'm looking to sell Edison and Gordon for Ortega and Saka, which means I have to bench Isak. It's not ideal, but I'm hoping that if Gordon does miss out, then it could affect Isak. So yeah, I'd start Bruno. It's between Isak and Bruno who to start. I mean, Gameweek 38 always produces loads of double-digit hauls. This is a nice graphic from All About FPL. Look at that. So it's got the goals per match season average. So last season, for example, there's 2.85 goals per match on average. And then it's a nice column here that's got the goals per match for Gameweek 38. So last season there was 3.3. So every season, without fail, there's been more goals in Gameweek 38. And that's why the Edison injury is so annoying, because otherwise I'd be looking to make two outfield moves and try and chase the upside. But I think it makes sense for me to replace Edison. I mean, look at that. 21-22 season, there was 39 goals in Gameweek 38. So 3.9 per game on average. 3.9. Let me catch up on Super Chats as well. Scott Sinatra says, Trossard or Johnson, do you believe Arsenal-Everton will be a low-scoring match? Not necessarily. It could be like 3-0, I think. But I honestly think Spurs could beat Sheffield United like 4 or 5 goals. So I think Johnson makes more sense. Werner's out for the season as well. Richarlison's out, so he's secure for minutes. So I would say Johnson edges it, actually. Kano says, made a mistake on the lineup. The last one is okay. What do you mean? Made a mistake on the lineup. The last one is okay. Yeah, so the team before, 4-3-3. Petrovic, Gabriel, White, Porro, Romero. Sorry, Gabriel, White, Porro, Vardiol, Palmer, Foden, Salah, Son, Jackson, Haaland, Mateta. I think I got that right. So you bench Romero, you bench Adingra. Yeah. Blair Pierce says, Gordon to Eze, bench Watkins, Isak 3-5-2. Watkins or Isak to Gakpo, bench Gordon at 3-4-3. Okay, to Gusto or Reguilon, cheers vocal, good luck. I'd start Gusto over Reguilon, 100%. Oh, it's not my mic. Watkins or Isak to Gakpo. Yeah, I like that move that lets you bench Gordon, because I'm not sure. It sounds like he's going to be out, so I definitely would make a move with Gordon in mind. I think I prefer Gordon to Eze or Elise. I'd do that. And then bench one of Watkins or Isak. Who do you bench, Watkins or Isak? I'd probably bench Watkins. Villa are on the beach now, let's be honest. Like, they've got Champions League secured. Did anyone see the video of McGinn spotted clubbing? So yeah, I would bench Watkins and do Gordon to Eze. Timothy, how we doing? He says, hey mate, Havertz or Saka for Foden and Edison for Ortega, Captain Palmer or Son, please choose for me. I wouldn't sell Foden, definitely not. I'd stick with the move we talked about the other day. I'd go Ortega for Edison. Palmer or Son? I'd go Son captain. I think he's the ultimate differential captain. I think people are sleeping on Son. I know he's been poor, but as I said earlier, Sheffield United away has produced the most double-digit hauls since... That's the wrong graphic. Where is it? Oh, I've lost the graphic. That one, sorry. Most double-digit hauls since 2016-17. I think there's going to be loads of goals in this game. We'll do the scoreline predictions in a minute, and I bet you most people think there'll be lots of goals in that game, like 4-5 for Spurs. Personally, that's how I think it goes. Especially after their recent run of form. So, that's what I would do. And I'll come back to that, Brian. Let's do scores predictions. So, guesses in the chat. Make sure you specify which game you're predicting. Arsenal versus Everton, what are we saying? Capsuli says, what's your transfers? I'm going to do Edison to Ortega and Gordon to Saka with 2 free transfers. Any news on KDB? Yeah, KDB's seen in training, so he should be fine. Arsenal v Everton, what are we saying? 3-0? 4-0? 1-0? 3-1? 4-0? A lot of people are saying 4-0. We'll go with that then. I would have said 3-0, but people are saying 4-0. A few 2-1s. 2-0. Where'd you do the predictions? It's on Super Brew. Next season, I'll promote it more so everyone can play along in the mini-league. This one's got a few hundred members, but I only promote it on Discord, so we'll make a proper thing out of it to see who is the best at predicting football. Brentford v Newcastle. What are we saying for this one? Brentford, Newcastle. Put the team you're predicting in the message as well, so we know which one it is. I love how everyone forgets Everton has a decent defence. Yeah, I still think that's about right. 3-0 maybe. 3-1 Brentford, 3-1 Newcastle, 2-0, 2-1, 1-0. Are we saying 1-0? No Gordon potentially. 2-0. Yeah, I think 1-0. We'll stick with that. Brighton v Man United. De Zerbi's last game in charge of Brighton. Veltman, Estupiñán, Van Hecken, Dunk all out for Brighton. What are we saying for this one? 1-0 to Brighton. 3-0 Man United. 6-0 Brighton. There's no way. 3-1 Brighton. 3-1 Man United. Oh, okay, it's pretty divided, this one. 3-1 Man U. We're not going to get consensus in this one. People are guessing both ways. We'll go 3-1 Man U. That seems to be the most popular answer. Nocturne Booley just says Ten Hag out. Burnley versus Forest. Let's just smash through this one. Garden Centre game, this one, isn't it? Burnley v Forest, what are we saying? I mean, Forest have to survive, so I think Forest win. Probably be something like 2-1. 2-0 Forest. 3-0. 2-0 Forest. 2-1. Yeah, we'll stick with that. Chelsea v Bournemouth. Bit more of an exciting one. Lots of people have got Palmer, Jackson, Gusto, Petrovic. What are we saying? Chelsea v Bournemouth. Stelly says 3-1 to Chelsea. 5-0 to Chelsea. 2-0 Chelsea. 5-0. 4-1. 3-1. A lot of people saying 3-1. 5-4. Mate, if it's 5-4. 3-0 Jackson hat-trick. That is wishful thinking, but I'd absolutely take that if he gets a hat-trick. Palace versus Villa. What are we saying? Villa on the beach. Palace in form. Can Palace win at home? Stelly says 2-1 to Villa. 2-1 to Palace, sorry. 3-1 Palace. 4-0. 2-all. 2-all? 5-0, pal. 2-0. 2-0. 2-1. Alright, we'll go 2-1. I think that's about right. Liverpool versus Wolves. Klopp's finale. His last ever game at Anfield. His last game managing a team in England. He said it might be it. He might retire forever. But if he ever comes back, he'll never manage a team in England again. What are we saying for this one? 11-0. I don't even know if it goes up to 11. Oh, it goes up to 12. It's not going to be 11-0. 4-1. Yeah, 4-2. I actually agree with Mr. F. I think it's going to be such an open game. 5-2. Yeah, I think the atmosphere is going to be unbelievable. Yeah, we'll go 4-2. Luton versus Fulham. What are we saying for this one? Again, Luton have to go for it. Not mathematically relegated, but they'd have to put like 6 past Fulham. And Forest would have to lose by 6. Electric Tiger says 6-0 Luton escape relegation. Surely not. 3-2. 3-all. We'll go with that. City versus West Ham. 2 to go. What are we saying? City versus West Ham. 4-0 City. 5-0 City. Oh no. Yeah, I can't really argue with it. I mean, look at their recent forms. Just straight wins. Every season. They just end so well. As soon as they smell blood, they just don't let off. 5-0. 3-0. We'll go. I think we'll go 4-0. Foden. 6-0. Last one. Sheffield United versus Spurs. Just going to blow my nose. Be right back. Three 0 7-0 to Spurs. Yeah, I'm not sure Sheffield United score even. A lot of people saying 3-1. Alright, we'll go 3-1. And that is locked in. The final game week of the season. Predictions over. Back to FPL. Get your FPL questions in. Let me catch up on the super chats as well. And then I'll check for leaks and so on. So where do we get to? Brian says, hi Oscar, have a great day. I'm bringing in Bernardo Silva for Gordon if he starts. He's playing for fun at 900k. Good luck, everyone. Thanks very much, Brian. Thanks for the support. And good luck with the Bernardo Silva punt as well. Yeah, I imagine he starts. It'll probably be the same lineup. Unchanged, I would imagine. Andrew says, bench boost active. He's 13 points behind first. Son or Haaland. I mean, if you've got your bench boost active and they've used theirs, I don't think you need to go differential, Andrew. Like, you've got enough there to make up the points, I would say. So, yeah, I don't think you need to. I think Haaland's the best captain, if I'm honest. Like, I think West Ham get battered. I think City put 3 or 4 past them. Especially with the rumours of these players out, like Bowen's out, Paqueta is a doubt, Kudus is a doubt. I'd go Haaland. Ahmed says, get Salah for a -8 and captain him, or just buy Gakpo for Isak. Yeah, I wouldn't take a -8 for Salah. I wouldn't take any hits this week, unless your team's in dire shape and you've got so many players out. Otherwise, I wouldn't do it. So, yeah, if you want to get rid of Isak and you want a Liverpool player, just get Gakpo. Pratik says, welcome back for another reminder. Tattoo at 200k. Also, any chance of a post-match fan meetup in London? He's in town from India for the game. Yeah, I'm going to London for the FPL meetup afterwards. If you're interested in that. Let me find the details. If anyone else is in London as well. Let me find it. There it is. I'll be there after the game today. After the deadline, sorry. So it's at the Thirsty Bear. And I'll be heading there straight after the stream and watching all the games. So that's my plan, if you're in London. Get there. Anyone else who's interested, I'll be there. Drinking with like-minded people, watching the games. It's always a good crack, the FPL meetups. Yeah, so as Pratik said, at 200,000 subscribers, I'm going to get... I can't believe I agreed to this. I'm going to get the Focal logo tattooed on me. So, yeah, if you want to see that happen, then hit subscribe and contribute towards that. HBVN says, why aren't you going to the Emirates? I wouldn't make it in time. The stream ends at 2:30, and then the game kicks off, is it 90 minutes later? No, 4 PM. Yeah, I'd be cutting it too fine. It's like an hour at least to get there. So instead, I'll just go straight to the FPL meetup and watch it on TV there. Half time in the chat, how we doing? Saka ruled out. Nah, Arteta said he's been, he should be fine. So that's all we've got. But yeah, based on that, sounds fine. So my plan is to actually transfer Saka in. I'm going to sell Edison for Ortega and then Gordon to Saka with 2 free transfers. And reluctantly bench Isak. But if Gordon's out, then perhaps they'll struggle away at Brentford. Sammy says Eze. Yeah, I think Eze and Elise are awesome punts this week. Playing at home, low ownership, big upside. No, I won't be watching the F1 unless it's on much later tonight. I haven't really followed it lately, actually, the F1. I got really into it for a while, but I've kind of stopped following it. Right, time for Kings of the Game Week for the last time this season. Get your guesses in the chat. Who's going to be King of the Game Week? It was Vardio last game week. 27 points. This is your final chance this season to get your King of the Game Week guessing. I'm thinking about doing a prize for this somehow next season, but I need to think about how I'd do that, because it needs to be like minimal work. Like, it might be too messy to be sending goodies all over the world and paying for postage and that, but I'm not really sure. If anyone's got ideas, let me know. But it'd be fun to do some kind of weekly prize on the streams. I think that'd be a nice addition to the streams. Foden, Salah, Chris Wood, Diaz, Mackham says Trent easy, Alex reckons Saka, Camera says Salah, Tushar, oh that's not a guess, he said ruin my comeback. I'm guessing you're talking about Vardio. Mate, you ruined me as well. I went Edison. Brutal. Camera says Salah. Free membership could work. Yeah, I thought that, but I don't have a way to gift memberships to specific people. I can gift them at random to chat, but I don't think I can choose who to give them to, as far as I'm aware. No, I can't. I will be gifting 5 memberships during this stream, though, so stick around for that. Son, Jackson, Van der Ven, Rice, Palmer, Gibbs, White hat-trick. Solanke to Mateta. Yeah, I don't mind that. That's quite a solid move, I think. I think Palace are great this week. Villa are on the beach. They've got nothing to play for. Champions League in the bag. I mean, Palace don't really have anything to play for either, but they've been banging form recently. Isaac, Brereton, Diaz, Awani. Big shout from Sean there. Alright, good luck with the guesses. Turbocharge says, no, my luck could be whoever I don't bring in. Team League so far. Nothing as far as I'm aware. I've had a message that says Liverpool team is almost certainly just Robertson in for Gomez. We've got an hour till the deadline, or thereabouts, so I think as we get nearer it, we'll start to get more. So whatever we get, I'll let you guys know. And I'll update the stream on the left-hand side with whatever news we get. Palmer, hat-trick with 2 assists. You never know. You never know. Turbocharged Gaming says Petro, Edison, Gabriel Bramthwaite, Dallo, Byrne, Porro, Foden, Palmer. Is that Fernandez? Gordon, Son, Jackson, Haaland, Isaac. 2 free transfers, 1.7 mil in the bank. So, 1.7 mil. So in defence you go Gabriel, Porro. Yeah, the third defender's not ideal. I think it's not ideal going without an Arsenal mid, unless you wanted Trossard. But I think you need to sell a defender. So I would do Dallo. I think you can afford Dallo to White and Gordon to Elise. Yeah, I think I'd do that. Dallo to White, Gordon to Elise. Unless you can afford Dallo to Saliba, Gordon to Havertz. I think you might be just too short for that, maybe not. How much is Gordon? 6.2. 6.4. Oh, you might be able to do that. If you can afford it. Gordon to Havertz, Dallo to Saliba. You know what? I think I would do Gordon to Havertz, Dallo to Tomiyasu. I expect Tomiyasu to start, and he's only 4.5 mil. So that should free up enough money to get an Arsenal mid. Then you've got triple Arsenal. Vijay, thanks for the super chat as well. No message on that one. Thanks for that. Kano says, Focal quoted me 343, and then the name's 443 for my FPL team. I'm cooked. Okay, let me do it again. Dubravka, Petrovic, Gabriel White, Porro, Romero, Vardio, Adingra, Foden, Palmer, Salah, Son, Jackson, Erling, Mateta. Okay, so you go Jackson and Haaland. Let's do the front two first. Son, Salah, Palmer, Foden. So 4 in midfield. So that's 4-4-2. Okay. So defence. I think what I would do is actually bench Gabriel. And you play White, Porro, and Vardiol. So 3-4-3. And then you play Mateta. That's what I meant to say. Sorry, Kano. Does that make sense? So it's 3-4-3. Let me read it again. So it's Petrovic. And then it's White, Porro, Vardiol, Foden, Palmer, Salah, Son, Jackson, Haaland, Mateta. Yeah, that's it. That's 11. And you bench Gabriel, which I know is not ideal, but I think I'd rather do that. You still have Arsenal defence. You got Vardiol, who you wouldn't want to bench. I wouldn't want to bench Porro against Sheffield United. Sammy, thanks for the 6 months. He says, who shall I sell for Gordon? Really like Eze. Yeah, in terms of Gordon replacements, I think my favourites would be Elise, Eze and Johnson. Nothing really between Eze and Elise. Eze, I believe, is on pens. Elise takes free kicks, so there's nothing between them. Elise's in better form, so I'd say go Elise. But yeah, Eze's good too if you've got a gut feeling. They're really close this week. I mean, these are the projected points, which has Eze higher than Elise. But I'm not sure what Elise was on. I think he might have just missed out, like 5.7 or something. FPL Cat says, buy Havertz or Elise, start Isak or Muniz, chasing 10 points. Obviously, it depends who the player you're chasing has. But if they haven't got either of those, Havertz or Elise, then I would just go Havertz. And I'd start Isak over Muniz. Someone asked that earlier, actually. There's nothing between Isak and Muniz, I think, this week. But I'd start Isak. He's been in better form overall. So yeah, I'd start Isak and I'd buy Havertz. Joe Platt says, would you play Porro over Jackson? I've got a back through of Gabriel White Vardy on. Or do I sub out Gabriel, for example? I would actually sub out Gabriel, I think. If that was me. I wouldn't want to bench Porro against the worst team in the league who have conceded the record most goals in Premier League history. So yeah, I'd start Jackson and I'd actually bench Gabriel. Personally. Yeah, that's what I would do, Joe. Has anyone else got that predicament? Like if you've got 4 good defenders like Gabriel, White, Porro, Vardy, who are you benching? I think I'd just go one Arsenal defender. How's the FPL Challenge team? I've actually not done one this week. I'll have to do it on the train, so on the way to the FPL meetup. Triple captain choices. Haaland's the obvious one, but if you're chasing, I'd use it on Son. Honestly, I've got a gut feeling that Spurs batter Sheffield United. Like, I wouldn't be surprised if they put 5 past them. Just to finish the season on a high. A response to like recent results and everything else. I just think they win it really comfortably. So I think Son is like the ultimate upside captain this week. Yeah, double Arsenal defence is great, to be fair. You can't go wrong this week. The top of the clean sheet odds. Uh, 51.5% chance of a clean sheet. Then City, 47%. Liverpool, Tottenham. West Ham, rock bottom, 4.5%. Wolves, 5%. Interestingly as well, if we look at the most projected goals in a single game over the season, Haaland in Gameweek 38 is the second highest of the season. He's got 1.27 projected goals. The only fixture this season that was higher was when he was home to Luton back in Gameweek 33. So yeah, for me that's why he's kind of the obvious captain this week. It's the second highest projected goals we've seen all season. I mean, he's the top 6, and then it's Salah, and then it's Haaland, Alvarez, more Haaland. It's basically all Haaland on this. Gusto to Porro or Van de Ven? Definitely Porro. Porro is way more attacking. Yeah, Porro's a great pick this week. Isak benched. He'll start, but I'm benching him, yeah. It's a difficult one. Like, who would you guys bench between Bruno and Isak? Or Jackson? I'll do a poll. See if you agree with me or not. But I've got Isak on the bench. I'm planning to buy Saka for Gordon and Ortega for Edison. So that'd be a 3-5-2. Which means I have to bench one of Bruno, Jackson and Isak. Jackson's got the home game, so I just don't see myself benching Jackson. So it's Bruno or Isak. And it was very close, but the rumours that Gordon might be out has nudged me towards Isak. But maybe I'm wrong. I'll see what the poll results say. Is De Bruyne playing? He has been in training, so yeah, I fully expect him to start. He was spotted in training the other day. Isak is benched. Oh, you mean is that a leak? Yeah, but who's saying that? I can't see that anywhere. Robertson starts. Yeah. I'll start updating this then. I mean, I've been told it's the same team, so I'll put like Salah, Trent. Diaz. There we go. Yeah, that's just based on what I've been told. The Liverpool change is almost certainly just Robertson in for Gomez. Team use FPL. I'm not sure that's a reliable account. I'm pretty sure I've got them blocked even. Yeah, I've got them blocked. They've definitely been caught making up before, and they've changed their handle a couple of times, I'm pretty sure. So I'm not even going to bring their tweets up. They could be right. Like, I'm expecting City to be unchanged, so they're probably just doing reliable guessing. But they've definitely been wrong before. I'd wait for Tony or Main Road to tweet who are actually reliable. CFJW says Petrovic to Raya, worth it. 1 free transfer, rest of the team is fine. Yeah, I genuinely think that's worth it. If the rest of your team is fine, do it. I'm in a similar boat now. Like, the rest of my team's fine, so I'm looking to replace Edison. And my 2 options are going Edison to Raya, and then Bruno to Saka or Havertz. Or Edison to Ortega, and then I can do Gordon to Havertz or Saka. Analytic is crazy. Thanks for becoming an fplfocal member as well. Thanks very much for that. Appreciate the support. Any leaks, please, Oscar? The only thing I've been told so far is that Robertson comes in and it should be an unchanged Liverpool team. So I've chucked all that in the left. So last week it was Diaz, Gakpo, Salah front 3. But I'll wait till nearer the deadline and update the widgets accordingly, because we're bound to get more. Just going to refresh in the background. Just ask him. Right, so 46% say bench Isak, 35% Bruno, 19% Jackson. There we go. Let's do the first captain poll of the stream. So we'll go Haaland. Who do we go? Salah? Palmer? I don't know who to pick actually as the top 3, and then other. Son? And other? If you go other, message in chat. So I guess Salah is like a good shout as well. Get your votes in on the poll. That's just gone up. Biabucci's on Salah captain. George is on Vardy or captain. Flash has gone Salah. Matt's on Johnson captain. Best mid for 9.2 this week. For 9.2, Saka, Foden. Depends who you've got and don't have. Foden captain. British is on Salah captain. Happy Human is on Ben White captain. Jackson, Salah. Do we know if Gordon's okay? There's rumours that he's out and he's not been seen with the squad. So it feels like there could be some weight to it. But it's a weird one because he just never seems to miss a game, but we'll see. 24k Will. Day 114 of calling Focal Smexy Geezer. Thanks very much, Will. I'm going to miss that over the summer. No one calls me Smexy Geezer. Not even my girlfriend. Any team leaks? Not much so far. I'll keep an eye out. Wherever we get, I'll update the widget on the left-hand side, where it says starts and benched. Don't make your moves till near deadline, though, just in case there's any last-minute news. You don't have to stay here for the entire next hour, but like if you come back in half an hour and just check what leaks there are, that's my recommendation. Don't make a move until near deadline, just in case. Like, imagine Foden's got illness or Haaland's got illness. Like, it would completely change the landscape this game week. It's very unlikely, but that's why you want to make a last-minute move. Because the edge, the potential edge, is massive this week. The biggest of the season. Because everyone's kicking off at the same time. So we'll get early team news from all directions. On a free hit, any suggestions? We did a free hit draft earlier. And that's it on screen. That's got 0.6 mil on the bank. So you should be able to afford it. mean, you could make some upgrades with the 0.6 mil, like Turner to a keeper that starts, Richards to a slightly better keeper. That was the free hit draft. So it was Raya, Gabriel, Porro, Vardiol, Foden, Palmer, Salah, Havertz, Son, Jackson, and Haaland. John F says Saka or Elise. I'm leaning towards Elise. Bench Bruno or Isak. I think it's got to be Saka. Like, isn't he the second top scorer mid for the team that's second in the league? Like, Elise's on fire, don't get me wrong, but I still think Saka's by far a better FPL asset. But like, if you want differential, you're chasing the upside, then Elise's the one. Because Saka's like 50% owned overall. Elise's, I don't know how much, 5%. I'm benching Isak and I'm starting Bruno myself. Yeah, I prefer Elise and Eze to Mbumo Perota. For the last time this season, let's have a look at the scout selection. Let us know in chat, how many players have you got from the scout? They've got Verbruggen in goal. They've got Gabriel, Vardiol, Gusto in defence. Salah, Son, Foden, Havertz, Palmer, Haaland and Mateta. How many have you got? So I've got Gabriel, Son, Foden, Palmer, Haaland. Just 5 for me. I'm going to put strong rumour in brackets for the Liverpool news, just in case we get anything more concrete, but I think it's pretty reliable. 5, 6, 4, 6. Why have they gone for Bruggen? That makes no sense. I don't know why they've done that. Surely just pick someone with a better fixture, better clean sheet odds. Like, they've got double Chelsea. Just go Petrovic for about the same price. Oh, yeah, that is Palmer. Sorry, I'm blocking it. Yeah, other than that, it's a good team this week, to be fair. Can't fault it other than for Bruggen. Very similar to the free hit team we picked. Can you guys guess who's got the most double-digit returns this season? The most double-digit returns. Mateta or Bruno? Ah, that's a close one. I'd say Bruno. Gusto over Pork. Who's Pork? Why aren't you answering our questions? I'm answering your questions. What do you mean? Is Trippier a good differential? Not bad. Not bad differential. I think there's better defenders though. I'd rather have like Porro, Vardiol, White. But yeah, he's not terrible, but I don't know if they'll keep a clean sheet away at Brentford. John Pork, Palmer, Watkins, Salah, Watkins. It's actually Palmer. 10 times this season, he scored double-digit points. Surprisingly, Ødegaard joint second. Ødegaard's son, Saka and Salah, have hit double-digit points 8 times this season. Rodri, 7, along with Watkins and Foden. Gordon, Havertz and Bruno, 6 times. Yeah, Palmer. Unbelievable. How much is Palmer going to be next season? What do we reckon? Mo Omar says, hey Oscar, got 2 free transfers. Gordon and Bruno to Saka and Elise. Or Gordon and Isak to Saka and Mateta. Bench Jackson / Bruno. Or Salah in from -4 and keep Gordon. Start Vicario Petrovic. I prefer the first one. Yeah, I prefer the first one, Saka and Elise. They're very close, to be honest. It's Saka and Elise, so it's Elise versus Mateta, in a way. But it's also Isak versus Bruno. No, I would do the second one. I think Bruno's better than Isak this week, which is why I'm going to bench Isak for Bruno after I make my transfers. Yeah, I'll do Saka and Mateta. Oh, you have to bench Jackson or Bruno. It's the same thing then. Do the first one. Do the first one. If it takes the benching headache out of your hands, because yeah. I mean, with the second one, you'd have to bench Bruno, I think. But at least you can avoid the uncomfortable situation if you go with the first one. Definitely 9 mil, 7.5, 8 mil. I think that's too low. Alex reckons 9.5 mil. 9.5, 10 mil, 9 mil, 10.5, 8.5. I reckon he'll be 9.5 mil. I mean, that's got to be one of the biggest price rises in history, right? I can't remember how much Mahrez was after his first season. I had him from Gameweek 1 that season when they won the league, and he was 5.5 mil then, and he got like 240 points. I can't remember how much he was next season. Like 8 mil was it, or 9? How to join the Super Brew League? I think it's too late now. There's one Gameweek left. I'll promote it properly from next season, and everyone can start from Gameweek 1, and we'll compete against each other. Will Elise start? I mean, I'd be incredibly surprised. I think I've got a Palace contact somewhere. Let me see if I can find them, and I'll ask them. Just for those of you that might want confirmation of that. Where is he? Struggling to find him now. Oh, here we go. There we go, I've asked. I expect it'll be the same team. Eze, Elise, Mateta all starting. I haven't heard anything on Isak being benched, for those that are asking about that. He's benched in my team, but I've not heard anything. Yeah, I've not had much news so far in terms of leaks. Let me just check about Isak. I've not heard anything on that. Probably just trolls in chat. But I mean, if you guys see anything reliable that I've missed, just drop me a DM on Twitter and then I can pull it up. But that NUFC Will guy, like he's been caught making up so many times that I'm not putting his tweets on screen. He could be right, but he's guessed a lot. Like he's been wrong so many times. Oh, Reddit's saying it. Let me check Reddit then. Where's Reddit saying that? There's nothing there. Which thread is it in? Don't see it on Reddit either. Is that a reliable source, Bateman? Let me check their account. 8,000 followers. Where have they tweeted that though? Isak and Gordon will not start today against Brentford. Wilson up top. Well, maybe it's true, but I've never heard of them. The account's FTBL Joe. They've only got 8,000 followers. So I can't vouch for them. I've never heard of them, if I'm honest. Toluwanimi says, I'm currently watching you in the middle of a park. Where are you guys watching from? Take a photo, by the way, as always. If you take a photo of your stream setup, wherever it is, on your TV or like watching in the car, your laptop, take a photo of your stream setup. Tag me on Twitter and I'll retweet it. Why would Isak be benched? Well, yeah, it doesn't make sense to me, but I mean, there's rumours of a falling out behind the scenes of Wilson. So maybe they're trying to get him, maybe they're trying to like keep him around or something, I don't know. Watching from the International Space Station, watching the shower. Listen on the bus, very nice. On the toilet, not this again. Mr. F's is on his phone in the hotel room, very nice. Watching from a couch. I thought that said club. I was like, what are you doing in a nightclub watching an FPL stream? Fair play, dedication. You still starting Gordon? No, I'm going to sell Gordon, actually. I'm getting rid of him. So my planned transfers are Edison to Ortega and Gordon to Saka. Watching from the desert. Tenerife, very nice. In Saudi, Argentina, just woke up. Morning. Gakpo or Jackson? I prefer Jackson, but you never know with the Liverpool game. Could be a high-scoring one. Right, let's play our mini-game. I'm going to gift 5 memberships to chat. If anyone can name the player that got this haul and the season. So in honour of Leeds making the final, it's a Leeds player this week. Who's the player and what season was it? If anyone gets it, I'll gift 5 memberships to chat right now. 20 pointer they got. Ryan's watching from the tractor. Up the farmers. Up the farmers. We'll be lost without you. Somerville, Bamford. I need the season as well. Dallas. Meet you with Swansea. Not Dallas. Not Bamford. It's a tricky one to end the season on. No one's got it yet. It's not Dallas. Not Bamford. Not Routledge. Let me just double check the season to make sure I got it right. So, yeah. Oh, did someone get it there? I'm going to have to check that. I'm going to need to VAR that. Kartik Patel got it. It was Jack Harrison. And it was the 21-22 season. Gameweek 22, he played West Ham and he got 20 pointer. So well done to Harrison. I'm sure there's some others got it there as well. I think a few did. So make sure you chuck a message in chat to be in with a chance of getting the memberships. I'm going to drop them right now. Incoming. Congrats to the new members if you got one. If anyone else wants to become a member, by the way, the join button below the stream. You get a loyalty badge by your name in stream and comments. You get early access to videos, the members league, and it supports the channel. So, captain poll, 72% Haaland, 11% Palmer, 10% Son, 7% other. We'll do a final captain poll bit nearer the deadline. Let me catch you up on the super chat. Sammy says Eze or Johnson. Ooh. I think Johnson, but they're very, very close, if I'm honest. Haaland starts for FPL Tony. Let me update the sidebar. 45 minutes till deadline. Yeah, FPL Tony, Haaland starts. So that super chat, Eze or Johnson, they're really close, but I honestly think Spurs put 4 or 5 past Sheffield United. So he's bound to be involved. So I'd go Johnson. FPL1 says, hi Oscar, Bruno also on Johnson. Werner and Richarlison are out, so like he's good for minutes. Much better than he would have been. Otherwise I would have said Eze. FPL1 says, hi Oscar, Bruno to Havertz or Isak to Mateta. Great work. Ooh. The thing is, there's these rumours now that Isak doesn't start, but I don't know why he wouldn't, but... See if we get anything more reliable by the deadline. Because you'd hate... It's difficult, isn't it? Because they could be right, but I've never heard of the account. FTBL Joe, I think it was, and they said that Gordon and Isak both not starting. I think they said Gordon hasn't even travelled as well. But, yeah, I'd probably do Isak to Mateta, because I think with Brighton missing their entire back four, it could be a decent game for Man United. So I'd be reluctant to sell Bruno. So I think Isak to Mateta. Emre said, if you had 2 free transfers and only 1 Arsenal spot left with the most template team, which 2 moves would you go for? 1 Arsenal spot left. Well, if it's a defence, I'd go White if I didn't have him, but it depends on the midfielders if you've got any. I'd get Saka. Saka or Havertz. I'd rather go for a midfielder because there's more upside with the midfielders. So if you've got room, it really depends on your team and your setup. But I'd rather get midfielder and chase the upside. Like I was saying earlier, Gameweek 38 always has the most goals. Always more goals than the season average. So I'd get a midfielder. Lucas says Harrison 2021. His stream's a bit behind, I think, there. Start Isak or Jackson? I'd start Jackson. Is there another giveaway? I've run out of memberships to give out now. That was it. So the next giveaway will have to be Gameweek 1 next season. So yeah, my planned transfer is Edison to Ortega, Gordon to Saka. I'll make that nearer the deadline, obviously, just in case there's any last-minute news that changes anything. But so far, what we've heard is Haaland starts, Robertson starts, and it's strongly rumoured that the Liverpool team will be unchanged other than that. So then Salah, Trent, Gakpo, Diaz all starting. Yeah, Haaland starts though, obviously. Rakagumi, thanks for the 20 months, says Isak to Gakpo or Mateta or Bruno to Eze. I'd rather sell Isak and I'd buy Mateta. Again, it's hard to piece together because we're working off rumours, but the rumours is that Gordon's not travelled, and there's another rumour now that Isak doesn't start, and that could be completely made up. But based solely on the rumours that Gordon's not travelled, which seems to be circulating a lot, and there could be something to it, I'd rather do Isak out and I'd get Mateta. Because he's likely to play like 80-90 minutes. Gakpo could be off for Darwin, for example. Like, I'm sure Klopp's going to want to give as many players minutes as possible as his send-off game. Pat says, 2 free transfers. He's top of the mini-league by 3 points. Gordon and Isak to Mateta, Havertz. Rival has both. We both got KDB and he's got Vardy and Arsenal attack. Or KDB and Isak for Salah and Mateta. Oh, it's a very close one, Salah, Mateta. Nah, definitely don't sell KDB. Do the first one. You've got it right, the first one there. So you sell Gordon and Isak, you buy Mateta and Havertz. If you can afford Saka, something to think about as well. I think I'm going to buy Saka, not Havertz. But it's super close. It's a bit boring or sensible, but Saka's got penalties and corners, so that's where I'm at. Especially if they've got both. Like, that's smart play. Dan, thanks for the 10 gifted memberships. Holy, Dan, thanks so much for that. If you got one of those, make sure you thank Dan. I haven't seen enough focal emojis, by the way. I've added the new focal emojis, and I ain't seen them enough. Spam me focal emojis from Elise Gate. Who remembers the Elise game week? Mate, that was a disaster. Got away with it in the end. Oh, they've gone invisible on my screen. What the hell? I can't see them. Did my emojis disappear on my message? Or is that just on my screen? Oh, and the teddy emojis. I didn't see who got those 10 from Dan, but if you got one of those, make sure you thank him for the membership. Welcome to the 10 new members, and obviously the few that joined earlier in the stream as well. Thanks for the support. Bossman, love the name, says, can we get another welcome back to another video? Sure we can. For the last time this season, here we go. Welcome back for another video. That one was on point. I think that's the best one I've ever done. Finishing the season with a good one there. I'm not going to top that. You can set that as your ringtone if you want. Thanks for that, boss man. Astrox Gaming says he's leading the mini league by 20 points. Captain Palmer or Haaland? I'd captain Haaland. I think he's the best option, and he's probably the sensible option. Like, you could go Palmer, thinking they're going to go different, and they go Haaland. I would just go Haaland. Very clean, Oscar. That was a good one, wasn't it? Crisp. The robot voice. Oh, dear. Outstanding. Good vibes only. That was good, to be fair. Yeah, I agree. That was on point. Trademark that line, bro. I don't know if I'll be able to. But I'd make a killing if I could trademark that, because I'm sure it's used a lot on YouTube. Morgan Focal. Saka for Son. I definitely wouldn't sell Son. Definitely don't sell Son this week. It's Sheffield United. Like, no fixtures had more double-digit hauls than Sheffield United away this season. So yeah, I definitely wouldn't be selling Son or Porro or Johnson. That was very good. That was good, wasn't it? Alright, let's have a quick refresh, see if we've had any more team news. I think City's going to be the same team. Varane is with the Manchester United squad. Fair enough. Nothing else. I've asked a couple of people, like Liverpool and so on. So, yeah, if I get anything... What's this? Yeah, I saw that one. That's been... That tweet's not there anymore. FCH Sean, Oscar, would you ever get your partner to do FPL content with you or be involved in playing the game at least next season? She did make a team. She started in like Gameweek 3 or 4 or something, but she forgot and missed so many deadlines. Like, she's not massively into football. Like, she supports Chelsea just because she thought Lampard was fit back in the day when he played for them. So, like, yeah, that's kind of where she's at in terms of football interest. So I can't see myself doing content with her. Like, it'd be a disaster, I think, because she doesn't know enough, or doesn't know anything about FPL or the Premier League or anything. Oh, you mean in my streams? Well, we're looking to buy a place this summer, hopefully. So maybe she'll be in the background on streams or something. You look similar to Lampard. I've never been told that. You're calling your missus a noob. She is an FPL noob. She's an FPL newbie. Chelsea fan, she's smart. Yeah, I actually haven't heard anything on Dubravka. I'll keep an eye out in case we get anything on Dubravka starting or not. Pat says you're easily by her mile the best. Thanks very much, Pat. Appreciate that. Yeah, Bowen's out. I don't think anyone's got Bowen, do they? If anyone does, then he's reportedly out. So sell Bowen if you got him. Johnson, Eze, Elise, all players you can afford around that price. Jared says Porro and Bruno. Porro and Bruno to Trent and Johnson. Or Bruno and Gordon to Eze and Havertz. I prefer the second option, but my mini-league opponent has Johnson, 20-point lead. Yeah, I did look at the Trent Johnson as well. Because I can afford to do Bruno to Johnson, Romero to Trent. I looked at the exact same moves as you, but I prefer the second one as well. I'm with you on that, Jared. So I'd go second. It's not ideal, like if they got Johnson, but you can't have the exact same 11. And you've got a healthy lead, to be fair. So I'd go for the second one, Eze and Havertz. The only thing really I'd consider is Saka, if you can afford him. But I'm guessing you can't. Super Coach Deji says, best punt out of Eze, Elise and Gakpo. I like Elise the most. He's been absolutely on fire recently. I mean, look at his recent points in game weeks. So, Game Week 37, 12 points. Game Week 36, 16 points. Game Week 35, 2 points. Double Game Week 34, 13 points. So, 3 double-digit hauls in the last 4 game weeks. Or last 3 game weeks was that? Last 4. But in honesty, Elise versus Eze could go absolutely either way. But I'd go Elise. He served me well in the double game week anyway. I almost didn't pick him up. So I've got a soft spot for Elise. Any team leaks yet? Haaland starts, is what we heard. Robertson starts. And it's likely to be the rest of the Liverpool teams the same. So Salah, Trent, Gakpo, Diaz. But I'm going to keep checking. So anything we get, I'll update. But I think that's it at the moment. Like, Bowen's out. I guess I'll chuck Bowen in there just in case. There we go. News on KDB. He's been in training, so I'm expecting him to start. He was spotted in training photos. So, yeah, it should be all good as far as KDB. I'd be very surprised if he doesn't start. But we should, again, we should get something from FPL Tony or Main Road. They're bound to tweet something within the next half an hour before the deadline. So again, I would wait until as near as possible. Don't do it like a minute before the deadline, because as I saw with Elise, like the servers can crash, and they probably will. Word of warning: the servers will probably crash like 5 minutes before the deadline, because it's the last game week of the season. Everyone's online, everyone's making moves, loads of last-minute team news and leaks. So I think there's going to be a strong chance of the servers going down. So yeah, I'll make my moves like 10 or so minutes before. That should be enough time. Hudson-Odoi for Gordon. Fair play, Daniel. I mean, it's very differential, but I don't hate it. Chris Wood to start. I actually don't know about Wood. Is Awani still out? I think he's out for the season, isn't he? What's Wood's minutes look like recently? Oh, Awani's back. I mean, it's 50-50, isn't it? Awani's come off the bench the last two. Wood started every game since Gameweek 28, to be fair. So my best guess is he starts, but there have been no leaks, and I don't think there will be for Forest. Why is everyone selling Isaac? I think for a lot of people, there's just better options. Like, you can downgrade Isaac to upgrade a midfielder, or you can go Isaac to Jackson, which on paper is an upgrade. Some people are worried that without Gordon, who's rumoured to be out, Newcastle will be worse. So there's a few reasons. There's a rumour that he doesn't even start, but nothing reliable. Like, I've never heard of the account that said it, so I can't vouch for it. Palmer or Son captain? I prefer Son between those two, but they are close. Henna says Havertz and Ødegaard start. Is that true? Where'd you get that? Or is that who you've bought? Nothing else yet. Half an hour till the deadline. Tummy's starting to rumble now. Might have to crack open some crisp on the stream. That'd be pretty bad, but might need to do it. Diaz, Gakpo, Salah, Trent all start. There we go. So that's the same thing I had there on screen already. That's FPL Tony confirming it. So I'll take that out now. There we go. So Diaz, Gakpo, Salah, Trent all start. Haaland starts. Robertson starts. I believe Elliot does as well. FPL Addict says, yes, Focal, happy, sad, final stream, mixed emotions. Yeah, mixed emotions. Bittersweet, isn't it? I mean, are you guys happy that the season's ending, or are you going to miss FPL? Let's do a poll about it. Poll is up. Son or Elise? Son. Yeah, I saw that, Flames. Yeah, I actually had it in the sidebar already because my Liverpool source had told me the same earlier, but it's good to get second confirmation from Tony. FPL McColby, I've been on a heater. I'm so sad the season is ending. It's very mixed, actually. Yeah, I think it's got to end eventually, so it's nice to have a break, isn't it? And then we can just take some time off, come back fresh. I'm looking forward to the break, if I'm honest. Because when I used to work an office job, which I did for like 7 years, as soon as I walk out the office doors Friday evening, I'm done. I don't think about work until when I come back through the doors on Monday. But when you do FPL full-time every day, as soon as Friday finishes, like, your whole weekend is still FPL and you're tweeting and so on. So it's a very different dynamic. But obviously, I'm not complaining necessarily because I love football and I love FPL. It's just a bit different because it's like constant all year round besides international breaks. What move have you made? I haven't yet. I'm going to sell Edison and Gordon for Ortega and Saka. So it'll look like that. That's what I'm planning to do. Let me catch up on Super Chats. I'm quite far behind, I think. Blue Boy says 19-point gap, 1 free transfer. Gordon and Isak to Havertz and Mateta/Gakpo. Yeah, I mean, if they've got Gordon and Isak and you're looking to close the gap, then it's probably worth it, unless you've got someone solid off your bench, like if Gordon misses out. But yeah, I like Havertz and Mateta, assuming they haven't got those players. I think for 19 points, I wouldn't bring in anyone they've already got. So if they've got Havertz, just buy Ødegaard or Trossard or Saka, who can afford him. Yeah, Mateta's good as well. I think I prefer Mateta to Gakpo slightly, but you never know. That Liverpool game could be a high-scoring one. Ollie Brun says, what transfers are you looking at this week? Yeah, so it'll be Edison to Ortega, and it'll be Gordon to Saka, and I'll be benching Isak reluctantly because he's very highly owned. So, yeah, that's my plan. Basically, it's a decision between benching Bruno or Isak, and at the moment, I'm benching Isak. Like, Brighton are missing their entire back line, so I think it makes a bit more sense to start Bruno. Like, he was really good last match. So I think that's what I'll do. Can't see myself changing plan now. Danj says Garnacho to Saka or Gordon/Isak to Salah and A&O for a -4. I would do Gordon to Saka. Again, wait till near the deadline, but there's rumours that Gordon's not travelled, so I'd rather sell him. Yeah, no other leaks, but I think I'd rather take the chance and sell Gordon and play Garnacho. Again, against a really depleted Man United back line. So, yeah, I'd do Gordon to Saka. I wouldn't take the -4. Pavli21k says, do a -4 for Kai and bench Bruno or just go with Bruno. Nah, just go with Bruno. I'm more than happy with Bruno. I think he's a solid pick this week. I'm happy to be starting him. Like, there is a small chance that Ten Hag rotates because they've got the FA Cup final. Who knows who will miss out? Maybe a small chance of Bruno, maybe not. It could be like Mainu or someone like that instead. He could rotate some other players in the team rather than Bruno. But yeah, I'm happy with Bruno. Nev says, massive thanks, Oscar, for my back-to-back FPL Mini League wins. It feels like an unfair assist. I'd be much poorer without your help. You're a legend, mate. No worries, Nev. I mean, if you've made lots of cash off those leagues, then you can just sort me out a beer if we ever cross paths. Just don't tell your mini league your secret. That's the thing. Do any of you do well in your mini leagues because you watch the content, but you don't want to tell them your secret because then they'll be watching FPL content? Because that's the catch-22. Because that way my FPL content doesn't reach more of an audience. If people want to keep FPL content, they watch secret, if you see what I mean. Okay, I've just been told Mateta, Elise and Eze all start. You know what, we're going to need a bigger widget for this starts thing, aren't we? Luckily I made a bigger one just in case it was needed. Let me find it. That one. There we go, that's better, isn't it? I need to move that down there. There we go. That list is coming along nicely, isn't it? Mateta, Elise and Eze. From a reliable source, by the way. That's not been wrong before anyway. #1 in all my mini leagues. Nev says, sorry Oscar, got to keep the secret for another season. Yeah, fair enough, fair enough. Can't blame you. No worry, British. Michael says, I'm smashing my draft league because of the content. Jasneet says, there's this guy in my league and he copies you every week. No way. That's the thing. By making content, there is the option. Like, people could copy me, but I can't complain. I don't care. Like, there's no guaranteeing who your copy does well. And also, I make lots of moves before price changes during the season, and they won't know about that because I just make the move. And there are weeks sometimes where I've got exactly 0 in the bank. Like, that's happened in recent weeks. So Yeah, it's often impossible to follow well, it is impossible to follow an entire season because there's always weeks where I've got nothing in the bank and I've made early moves to catch a price rise that people wouldn't know about. How are you doing in mini leagues, Oscar? Not too bad. I'm first in a few, second, sixth. I mean, yeah, it varies. The FPL Focal League, I'm like 2,800th. It's a very stacked league. Oscar, who never heard of him? How dare you? KDB news. We've not had anything on whether he starts as far as leaks, but he's been in training, so I think his chances are good. Again, we should get some news near the deadline, so stick around. Anything we get, I'll update the sidebar. So yeah, we've actually had quite a lot so far. So we've got Haaland starts, Robertson, Salah, Trent, Gakpo, Diaz starts, Mateta, Eze, Elise. And yeah, my planned transfer is Edison to Ortega, Gordon to Saka, and then I'll bench Isak. I haven't heard anything on Isak. Not heard anything on Isak. It's just I think I prefer Bruno to Isak. Yeah, no Isak news, Razvan. There was this account that tweeted he doesn't start, but I'd never heard of them, so... Captain poll. Yeah, we'll do a captain poll. So, are you happy FPL is ending? 50% yes, 50% no. There we go. That's quite fitting, isn't it? Captain poll. And if you vote other, let us know who your other is. Alright, let me catch up with Super Chats for a minute. Mark says 6 points ahead. What should he do? Walker to Vardy, or both rivals have him? Or should I move on to either Gordon or Isak? And for who? It's so hard to answer these Gordon and Isak questions because there's no one reliable that said he doesn't start. Just unreliable accounts have said he hasn't travelled. But I think I'd rather do Gordon out. I'd do Gordon to Elise, which you can afford with nothing in the bank. I'd do that, Mark. And just take your chances that Walker matches Vardy. I mean, Walker has an attacker returning him, but yeah, Vardy's way likelier. Nova says, first in the league, 1 win ahead of second, but minus 21 total score. Plus, I played my bench boost versus third, who's also bench boosting. Do you suggest playing conservative? Got Kelleher, Gordon, Solanke, nothing in the bank, 1 free transfer. In doubt, if I go -4, taking Jackson and Saka. I think as far as Gameweek 38 -4s, Jackson and Saka's okay. How can you afford that though? How can you afford Gordon to Saka? But yeah, I think I'd take the -4. I think that's pretty conservative still for those players. But if you can afford Gordon to Saka without a -4, then do that. But yeah, it's difficult to understand what you're asking. Gordon to Elise, I would do for free. I think that's probably even better. Is it like a head-to-head league? Blair Pierce says -4 for Gakpo or play Watkins. Just play Watkins. That's the thing about Novus' question. I'd avoid -4s in Gameweek 38 at all costs. Because you only got one game for it to be repaid, so... That's why I'm just not a fan. Like, Jackson and Saka's a damn nice pair of moves as far as -4s. Like, I think that one could be repaid, but I wouldn't be taking -4s for, like, Gakpo, for example, to answer Blair's question. Hi, mate. Chasing a mini league and about 15 points behind. No Arsenal players. 2 free transfers. Thinking of Son, Isak and Gordon to Mubama, Trossard and Captain Salah with a punt on Bruno. Definitely don't sell Son. Definitely don't sell Son. This season there's been 24 double-digit hauls for teams that have played away against Sheffield United. So I would keep Son. Just do Isak and Gordon out. So you could do, for example, Isak to Mateta, Gordon to Havertz, if you can afford that. Something like that. Or if we haven't got Jackson, Isak to Jackson, Gordon to Elise. I would do something like that. Don't take a -4. I know like Salah's so tempting, and I could get to him, but I'd have to start Gordon. But I wouldn't be taking -4s if I can help it. Anselm says, Oscar, thanks for a great season. 2 free transfers. Gordon to Elise, Fernandez to Havertz, or Edison to Raya, Maguire to Vardio. I overslept the deadline last week. At least you didn't miss this one. Gordon to Elise, Bruno to Havertz. Depends who you're starting instead of Edison, Anselm. Like, I think Vicario is okay. Petrovic, I'd be a bit more tempted to buy Raya. So basically, Raya and Vardio are kind of like the conservative moves that protect rank. I'd say Elise and Havertz are way more upside. And I prefer those. I would do the Elise and Havertz combo. Lil Slav says, Trossard as a last Gameweek differential. Yeah, I don't mind the Trossard pick, but I was saying earlier, he tends to come off early for Martinelli. So I prefer Havertz and Saka and Ødegaard. But yeah, I don't hate the Trossard pick. I personally would rather have Elise, Eze and Johnson over Trossard, but I don't hate the Trossard pick. There's a lot of players like that. They're all good. Like, you can't go wrong. They'll probably all do well. But yeah, I prefer those to Trossard, but Trossard's not bad. Immortal says, who's in the FPLfocal Cup final? Let's have a look. The final is... How do I check the final? Gameweek 38. Hey? It'll be available at the end of Gameweek 37. What? This team's been eliminated. What? Is that glitched? What am I looking at? Is it glitched? Gameweek 30... I don't know. I actually don't know who's in the final. Sorry. Jamie says, 15 points behind. Should I do Gusto to Trent? Gordon to Elise, Ødegaard to Havertz, Isak to Gakpo, or Son to Salah, Captain Palmer. 15 points behind. I would do Gordon to Elise, Jamie, out of all of those. Makes the most sense to me. Again, like, 15 minutes till deadline. We might get some last minute news, but I think that one's what I would do. Nothing else at the moment. So the leaks we've had so far, for those just joining, it's on the left-hand side, but Haaland starts, Robertson, Salah, Trent, Gakpo, Diaz start for Liverpool, Mateta, Eze and Elise start for Palace. Bowen's out. So yeah, Gordon to Elise, Jamie. Alistair says Jackson or Gakpo. Jackson for me. I prefer Jackson. Has the site crashed yet? A good question. Hopefully not. Let's check. No, it's alright at the moment. Is Trippier a good differential? Yeah, someone asked that earlier. I think there's better differentials than Trippier. But yeah, he's low owned, so like you never know. But he's just not looked great the second half of the season. He's just back from injury. He's playing away. I think there's better differentials. British says already locked him. Alright, last 15 minutes. I'm going to go to the toilet very quick and then I'll be back for the final 15. Back. Luke Skywalker. He says, Fernandez to Havertz plus Gordon to Elise for a -4. Is it worth it? Or should I just use the free transfer and Isak to Mateta? I'm 10 points clear in my league. I would just do the Gordon to Elise move. Definitely don't take a -4. I wouldn't sell Bruno for a -4. Again, like Brighton are missing their entire first choice backline. No... No way you washed your hands, get back in. I didn't, to be fair. Yeah, I didn't. I'll be honest. I'll be honest, chat. I didn't wash my hands. I'll wash them after the stream. The last deadline of the season, 15 minutes. I ain't got time to wash my hands. Yeah, luckily my toilet's literally next door to my bedroom, so. Let me quickly get through super chats and then we'll check up on leaks and so on. So yeah, go on to Elise, Luke. Rio Fernando says pick 3 out of Romero, Gabriel, Porro, Vardio. The last 3 and bench Romero. Max Sense says thanks for everything this season. Gordon to Elise, Saka, Havertz. I like Saka and Havertz more than Elise, but yeah, Elise's good as well. Foden starts. There's another leak. Let me chuck that in the sidebar. Yeah, so I'd buy Saka. I'm buying Saka personally, but I think Havertz and Saka are super close. Shani Razzle says, big up Oscar, you legend. Start Porro or Jackson. Jackson, I think. I'd start Jackson. Very close, but I'd say Jackson. KDB starts as well from FPL Lazy. Alright, there we go. Lots of people are asking about KDB throughout the stream, so there we go. Running out of space again. Go on the next line. Is that a bit cleaner? Like that. There we go. Perfect. That's nice. Anything else? I'm going to lock in my transfers in a minute. Don't think we'll get anything. Dallo to Kwanzaa and Gordon to an Arsenal or a Palace mid. Any suggestions? Chasing in the mini league. Kwanzaa. Don't think I'd buy a Kwanzaa. There's other defenders I'd rather get like Tomiyasu, Gusto, Munoz. I wouldn't get a Kwanzaa. Yeah, I'd get an Arsenal mid. If you can afford an Arsenal mid, then I'd rather that. Get Saka, Havertz. Elise is good if you're tight for money. Vazza says, leading mini league with 31 points. The person in second has KDB and Van de Ven as differentials. Should I get KDB to balance? I was thinking Isak to Gakpo otherwise. If you can do it for free, Vazza, but I wouldn't do it for a hit. I'd just sell Isak if you want to sell him. I prefer Jackson and Mateta to Gakpo, but Gakpo's good. We know that he starts. Pat says Saka, Mateta in for Gordon and Isak. Who to bench now, Mateta or Jackson? Top in the mini league. Players don't have Jackson, so should I bench Jackson to block? I prefer Jackson to Mateta. I'd start Jackson, Pat. Just start who you think's better. The players under don't have Jackson. Why would you bench him if they don't have him? That's like another hedge to have against other people in your league. Mr. F says, any Ake news? Ake to Robertson or Gakpo for Isak? Bench Jackson. I've not heard anything on Ake. Just what's on screen. Yeah, Robertson's okay. I'm not sure if Liverpool keep a clean sheet, if I'm honest. I think it's going to be an open, entertaining game. So, I don't know if yeah. Why don't you just go for Vardio? I would just do that. Don't bench Jackson. Don't take a -4 either. Just get Vardio. If you haven't got him, if you've already got him, sorry, then get like an Arsenal defender, Porro. But Robertson's okay, yeah. Harry says Sabanye and Hwang for Sabanye's son -4 or Trent Hwang. Yeah, I mean, when you've got like Sabanye Hwang, I think a -4 for someone like Son is okay. Yeah, get Son, even if it's a -4. I'd rather Son to Trent all day. Yeah, I washed my hands. Saliba starting. He'll definitely start, yeah. Alright, any other leaks? Last minute leaks? Don't think so. Everything on screen is what we have right now. So, Haaland, Foden, De Bruyne start. Robertson, Salah, Trent, Gakpo, Diaz start. Mateta, Eze, Elise start. Bowen's out. Isak or Eze? I'd say Eze. No, I haven't had anything on Isak, unfortunately. Nothing reliable, so not sure. He's on my bench because I just genuinely think Bruno's a slightly better pick. Haven't had anything on him. British says, yo, Oscar, I know you're a humble guy, but big up yourself, please, for your selfless work rate this season, bro. Come on, you Gunners as well. Thanks, British. It's not my style, to be fair, to, like, sing my own praises. Why am I benching Isak? I just think Bruno's a better pick. Like, he's against a depleted Brighton backline. So, my transfers are... That's the wrong one. Edison to Ortega and... What was it? Gordon to Saka. So, I'm going to wait a couple more minutes, just in case, and then I'll make those moves. But I don't think we'll get anything now. Start Isak, Elise, or Mateta. Elise. Thanks again, British, for the super chat. Thanks everyone, by the way, for the super chats and just for tuning in. Like, I appreciate your support. Hope this stream's been useful, and the leaks and early teamies and so on benefit your team. And I hope you all finish on a green arrow. Except Jonas. I hope he finishes on a grey arrow because he's first in the world. Don't know if he's here. Cohen Shed says, hey Oscar, thanks for a great season and watched almost every video released. Consider myself a proper focal local. Appreciate that, thank you. Well, some people call it focal ultra. The site crashed. Right, I'm going to make this move then. Oh, that's fine. Went through. Save. I can't take a screenshot. What's happened? Why can't I take a screenshot? Oh no. I literally can't take a screenshot of my team. What the hell? Ayosh says, thanks for everything focal. Thanks very much, Ayos, for the super chat. And congrats on... It's your best season, right? You're just outside top 10k. Hopefully you can break in there. Yeah, I literally can't take a... Oh, is this song copyrighted? Might be. I'm going to rewind that. Okay, well, I can't take a screenshot. I don't know what's going on. Yeah, I'll have to sort it out after the stream. What the hell? People are going to be pissed at me now for not taking a screenshot. Oh, there we go. Save as, desktop. Bloody hell, I need to figure out. I've still got stuff to sort out on this PC, to be honest with you. Alright, apologies, I'll be 2 secs. Gameweek 38. Let's put it up on the screen there. So, what was it? Gordon. To Saka plus Ortega Moreno. There we go. Final transfers of the season have been made. Let me rattle through super chats. Flames, thanks for the 4 months. Says, thanks for everything, Oscar. Best of luck this week. Yeah, good luck, everyone. What moves did you make for the final game week? What did everyone do? I do type fast, yeah. I used to play games a lot when I was younger, so I learnt to type super fast. Van der Ven or Romero? Start Romero. When will you be back? It'll be during pre-season. Whenever the game launches, I'll be back. I'm not doing any summer content, so don't worry. You won't hear from me. Maybe some of you would like to, but yeah, I won't be doing summer content. I'll drop off the face of the earth until the game launches. Whenever that is. Start of July, I guess it'll be. So like 6-7 weeks. Dr. Yazan says, hi Oscar, rank the best differential captains, please. Son in first, Salah second, Palmer is not so differential. Those would be my top three. Son is the one for me. New Pal Media, thanks for the super chat as well. Message retracted. Let me just double check my team saved. Looking good. Nah, I did Euros Fantasy the last time round and there wasn't much interest. To be honest, I've got quite a lot going on this summer. So, like, I'm going to be at Glastonbury Festival when the Euros are on. So I'm not even going to be able to. I wouldn't be able to do content if I wanted. The site's crashed. Make your moves ASAP if you still need to make them. Vardiol starts. There we go. There's one more piece of early team news. Before you all disappear, bang on half past, as well, not all of you, but lots of you. Thanks again for watching my videos this season and the support, tuning into streams, the comments. It means a lot, and obviously thanks to you guys watching my videos and tuning into these streams. I can do this full time, so I did a post this morning on my channel just to say thank you. Thank you again for that. Tom says, see you at Glasgow. See you there, mate. Homesonic says, Focal, great man. Thanks for the outstanding content. See you next season, mate. See you next season. Look forward to it. Mr. Help says, bring on 24-25. Yeah, good luck everyone in the final game week. Chuck a green arrow emoji in the chat to lock in a green arrow for the final game week. There we go. For good luck this game week. Green arrow emojis in the chat. Spam them. One last time. Green arrows in the chat. Yeah, KDB starts. So all the team news is on the left-hand side. Haaland, Foden, KDB, Vardiol start. Robertson, Salah, Trent, Gakpo, Diaz start. Mateta, Eze, Elise. I think that's all we're going to get in terms of the last-minute team news. Yeah, see you at Glasgow, John. Anyone that's going Glasgow, there's a FPL group chat for the Glasgow goers, so feel free to DM me and I'll add you. I actually got recognised last year, which was a bit surreal. So yeah, thanks again everyone. Good luck this season. I can't stick around for post-deadline chat today because I'm going straight to the FPL meetup in London. If anyone's in London and fancies it, those are the details there. It's at the Thirsty Bear. They'll all be there already right now actually, so if anyone's watching from the FPL meetup at the Thirsty Bear, then shout out to you guys. I'll be there in a few hours. Isaac starts, does he? Fair enough. I'm still sticking with him on my bench though. Gordon not with the squad confirmed. I haven't seen where that's come from by the way, but everyone's saying Isaac starts, so I mean, if anyone misses out unexpectedly, then at least I've got him on my bench. Come on, Eddie! What was that? Video of players arriving. I won't play that now. That's it. That's the deadline. So, is there anyone we can raid? Let's have a quick look at who's live. FPL Meets. Oh, yeah. The FPL Meets are streaming from there, so let's go raid them. Ash and Sim. So, I'm going to be there later, so you'll probably see me on the stream, actually. Thanks again, everyone, for your support this season. And I'm going to head to this FPL Meets right now, so we'll head over there and we'll go spam Focal Raid in their chat. That's it from me. Thank you everyone for your support again. It means the world to me, so I'm eternally grateful. Thanks for everything, and I hope you will smash it today in the final game week. Good luck everyone. Head over to FPL Juice and go raid them. That is it from me. Focal out.